fish boys.
The ghost
There's
fish
some
boys.
Which of the fish boys looks the worst?
Yep, it's your turn, Darcy. You could roll a medicine. They all look like not full.
Alright, I'm gonna toll the dead on, let's just go with the middle one.
The one with the flame sphere on it.
Yep.
So, wisdom. Okay, that's narrowly not gonna pass your wisdom DC. So you can roll that damage.
My DC is 16, by the way.
Yeah, it did not meet.
Okay.
Somewhat close, but...
So, did it roll? Oh, it didn't roll. Fuck. Why is it not working? Is it rolling toll the dead? Or is my
No.
shit frozen? Why is this not working? And let me close my character sheet. Reopen it.
Yeah, my Chrome is being...
Oh, mine, it just did it. God damn it. It rolled it like a million times.
I heard it go, whoop, but it's not doing that on our screen,
Yeah, I
or
don't
my
see it.
screen at least.
I don't see it, but I'm afraid it's gonna, like... My Chrome is...
Are you rolling as DM?
Honestly, my internet has just been absolute trash. Like, might be me. It's 10 damage on mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna reload roll 20 real quick.
Yeah, I had to restart my Chrome just now because like, I had some issues as well on Roll20 and my Google Docs. So this thing, it already has your zombie grappled. It's just gonna continue to attack it.
Wait. I'm gonna attack my zombies.
Oh, your zombies go during your turn. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna wail on Flame Shear, homie. So.
That's a hit.
Fuck. I don't remember how much damage they do.
It's probably like 1d6, 1d8.
Oh shit. I'm about to show face. I think I figured it out.
Fuck. Equipment.
Yeah, Alejandro, do you remember how to fill out your... I gave you control over your character sheet in Roll20. It should be like Babe. I don't see your face on the Babe boy yet.
Alright, what am I doing on you boys?
So
We
your
gotta kill these.
character is going to be...
You're in a closet. Over dead.
In a way. You're going to be... you have escaped from something that's going to be further along within this cavern, and you're going to be running away and consequently towards this group a little bit further along, but you're not going to make an appearance right now. So
not in there
that's
yet?
the plan. You're not in yet.
I'll do the character sheet bullshit if I can.
Yeah, so if you fill it out in Roll20, then you can like click the stuff and it shows up. Makes it easier.
Okay, so it's gonna do 1d6 plus 4.
Okay.
No, plus 5. What, dude? What the fuck is going on with Roll20? It's like.
I can roll for the zombies if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna reload real quick.
So 1d6 plus 4 on this first attack that hits. That's a 4 plus 4 is 8.
It's plus 5. Sorry.
Plus 5, so it's 9. So this thing has this. Kuatoa has this. What is this thing called? This pincer staff that it's using to grapple your zombie. It's kind of just ripped through its like leg and is holding it in place, but the zombie's locked in combat with it and is raking at it and does 9 bludgeoning, I believe. So that's one zombie.
Alright, I'm back in. Alright. Zombie attack.
That's a hit.
I'm attacking the same one.
Same one? Okay. So that one is not looking too fresh, but you actually see as these zombies are lashing out at it, that one was actually the healthiest out of the 3.
Fuck.
At the beginning of this turn, and now they all look just equally as ragged.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attack the same one. My zombie wall.
Okay. That is... Yeah, that hits. 10
Oof.
damage. So it is hanging on for dear life as it is getting shredded as it holds its pincer staff in place, trying to keep this zombie from moving.
And there's no way this zombie can get into attack, right?
No. Yeah, it's too narrow.
Right.
You'll have it kind of 3 abreast.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, so this one that's just got shredded by all that has the flaming sphere on it. It is going to disengage and try to reposition. It does just not see any advantage to staying in that space somewhat intelligently as it moves back. And then it kind of puts its body up against this wall and swings out with its pincer staff at this one, which is also grappled. This one is no longer grappled, but just by kind of a crafty use of this weapon, it's going to be able to get an attack in over here. On your Zom, That is... The Zom's AC is 8.
Yeah, it's super low.
Yeah, so this is going to hit. That's a 1d6. Okay, so it does 7 piercing damage upon your zombie, and it is double grappled. That doesn't really make a difference.
Okay.
So this zombie right here takes 7, and then it can't make its bite attack because it's too narrow of a passage. So it gets its spear in, and then it kind of retracts it. It doesn't keep the grapple on because its friend already has it grappled. Next one's going to go, and it's going to attack the Zom right in front of it. Ooh, almost a critical hit, and then it's going to do... Whew, that does 8 piercing damage, as it does kind of the best possible attack it could have done with its pincer staff. This one is now grappled, and it is also going to make a bite attack. It's going to hit, and it does 3 damage, and 3 additional damage.
Okay.
This one is going to attack the same Kuoto brethren. It seems like they're kind of drawn to their zombie versions of themselves. Ooh, that meets its AC narrowly. And,
Damn it.
Does 5 piercing, and then it's going to make a bite attack. And the bite attack's going to miss. So it's pincered up, and it comes in to take a bite out of its friend, but kind of hesitates at the last second upon a zombified version of itself. It's Gin's turn. Okay, loading. 3 hours later.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Wait, what happened? Oh. Like someone roll something?
You have motherfucker.
So, Gin is going to Eldritch Blast the 2 that are grappled. Bada bing, bada boom. Try to get them off. Actually, no, there's no way for him to Eldritch Blast something into the Flaming Sphere. Unless, no, I can't think of it. He'd like hold his turn and let Eldritch Blast 1 and Eldritch Blast another. So both of these get... Ooh, that one doesn't hit. The 10 narrowly misses. So the second one doesn't hit. First one gets knocked back 10 feet. This gets degrappled, and he takes 6 damage. And then Gin's going to move up a little bit. No, he's a little bit beefier. And then Aldrich would be your... Bud, it would be your turn.
Okay. Can I tell which one's the weakest? If I roll a medi?
They all look pretty weak.
Okay.
They all look like they've had just fire, mostly fire, some force damage from the Eldritch Blast, just kind of shred away at their scaly skin.
Okay. Where the fuck is my... Ah, okay. Thunderwave only does damage to one creature, right?
No,
Even
it's
though
in a cube.
Yeah. But
Oh,
you
each
have to
creature.
be,
Okay.
It has to be
Right.
everything
I'd have
like
to.
around
I'd
you.
have to get in their grill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it would be. I mean, it can do friendly fire damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then fuck it. I'm gonna move to like the edge or whatever, so I can have line of sight to this one, and firebolt it.
This is Will's zombie.
Oh, sorry. Can I see? They all look
I'm
the
gonna
same.
put green dots on them.
Yeah, no, I didn't look at it.
Yeah, just to give you a
Question
lowdown
about
on the
line of
characters.
Right, like, can I, when firing a spell, like, do I need to be able to, does it matter if there's somebody in front of me? Doesn't that give
For the
me, like,
most part,
disadvantage
no,
or something?
because it kind of it's implicit. I think in previous editions it mattered, but
Okay.
in 5th edition it's like kind of implicit that you can either shoot like around them
Around
over
them,
their head,
okay.
or if it was an ally, you could just tell them like, "Hey, duck for a second," and then shoot your spell. But
Gotcha.
you just don't
Okay.
have to say it every time.
Okay. Then I'm gonna shoot the one in the back.
Okay, shoot a firebolt at it, or your flaming sphere.
Yep. Yeah. I'll firebolt first.
Okay, that is gonna wipe this thing out. That you shoot, you pull your
Sweet.
finger or however you shoot firebolt, maybe with your staff, and you shoot it, and it like kind of ricochets off of its head. You see the fire kind of envelop its head for a moment, and then you see it drop its pincer staff and fall.
Okay. Did this one take damage from being in the?
The one that
its
was
turn?
in the flame sphere was this one, and it
Did-
didn't,
okay,
it left
gotcha.
it. It disengaged before
Okay.
it like was able to move.
That's right. All right, I'm gonna ram it. This one.
Okay, it's a dexterity.
Yep. 2d6, 5.
Ooh, so this one is dexterous, and it's gonna duck out of the way. Does half.
Okay.
So I guess that's
Okay.
rounded down. It's 2.
That's it.
Okay. Aldred should be your turn.
Okay. Jeez. I'm gonna fire again on the one with the Roomba on it.
Okay,
Firebolt.
that's a hit.
Ouch.
I keep having to move
One
the
and
Roomba
three.
to access
Okay.
his health and change it. Okay, so yeah, he gets hit with that. Still holding strong, but both of these last two look very haggard in equal fashion. So it'd be Darcy's turn next.
I'm going to Toll the Dead on the Flamesphere one.
Yep. Wisdom saving throw. Your DC 16, it meets it.
Fuck.
It's gonna take 0. Wow. They are not rolling low on some of these. And the dexterity checks, wisdom's checks, the new zombies go.
Darcy's gonna say, you may have wanted to fail that now.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a cleaner death.
Yeah. All right. The zombies go. This guy's going in.
Yep.
Swings with advantage.
Yep.
Right, because he's flanked.
Yeah. That's a hit.
Okay. I'm just gonna attack with all of them at once, and then I'll roll damage for all of them.
Okay.
So let's see. Another one. I assume that
That's a
hits.
hit. Well, you might want to roll damage on at least these two because it might not survive, and then you could choose new targets for the remaining attacks.
They can only target. Like they can only all do one. They can only all do one thing.
Okay. Yeah, 13 hits. This is
Okay.
This is not going to be good for him. I think there's no way he can survive.
Okay.
So all 4 hit.
All right. So roll 46 plus 20.
4d6 plus 20? Oh my
5,
gosh.
4, yeah. That modifier is pretty devastating. Yeah. So
Yeah.
these
Adding my
zombies,
proficiency bonus is horrific.
these zombies just encircle it, and they're kind of attacking through the flame sphere, not even caring for their own zombie limbs, and they're like eviscerating claws along with the flame sphere. This flame sphere turns red with blood, and then at its feet, you just see the pieces of this Kuatoa remain, and it is no longer a creature that it was. So this is the only one left, and it is not unintelligent. It is going to try to run away. It is disengaging carefully, extricating itself from this situation. Move up to 30 feet, so it's going to go down a little bit more down the hall. Bud and Gin can kind of see him heading this direction, going back down the steps that he and his kind of patrol party went up. So I'll keep initiative order up, assuming that we're going to chase him. Gin is not just going to let him go. So Gin is going to... So this pod right here was the one that got exploded whenever Gin shot an Eldritch Blast at a creature that knocked it into it. And y'all, Bud, right at your feet and Gins, you see a shriveled, scaly, malformed kind of iteration of these same Kuatoa creatures. That was kind of, when it got knocked out initially, it was like writhing on the ground and kind of twitching, and now that it has stopped after like a minute or so. And again, it's going to sidestep the juicy ground right here, get line of sight here, and then shoot his Eldritch Blasts. There's 1, there's 2.
Oh yeah.
And this thing, on the first one actually, he fires them both at the same time. One of them lasers through one of his legs and goes up. The other one kind of shoots right through his chest, and he falls down the steps into the darkness over here. Definitely perished. And that is the end of combat.
Well, why is it always fish people?
Just DM song on the playlist, bro.
What's that?
Song on the playlist on the jukebox.
Wind from the depths. It's lore, man.
We do that.
To let you give you control. I don't think I can do that. Also, they took out most of the music. You can't just choose whatever you want now. So the only things I have uploaded is the Oblivion soundtrack, and then I uploaded some.
Do you have to pick from them? You have to pick from their offerings?
No, you have to upload your own music now. So I YouTube hacked the Oblivion soundtrack and uploaded it, and that's the only thing I have now.
YouTube hack?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's the only way to get it.
You could buy it.
Yeah, I could have, I guess. YouTube hacking took 10 minutes though. So
Buying
something
it would have taken 2 seconds.
Something y'all notice on the bodies of these Kuatoa. So they're a little bit bigger than the one that y'all found meditating. That is now 2 half-seas zombies following Darcy around. They're bigger, stronger. They're obviously wielding weaponry. They had armor that was they had actually had armor on. It was intricately kind of, not intricately, but they kind of have armor pieces made a little bit harder to hit. And you also notice that on each, so they're using this pincer spear, they're attacking with their like bite also. But you notice on each of them around their belt, they have a little wand, a wand-like object that is kind of smaller than you might expect. Or I guess since y'all are gnomes, it'd be around the size of a wand you'd use. But for Gin, it'd be a little bit smaller because this is like a creature. It's fitted for its size. But y'all just happen to be the same size as Kuoto is about. On each of their belts, they have this wand, and that's the only. It's like the exact same type for each one of them. Outside of the armor and their pincer spear, that's the only thing you'd find on their bodies. Which Gin would take at least one of these wands and just kind of inspect it and see what it was, and say, I don't know what this does, but it's interesting they all have one.
Darcy, take one. Well, should we keep going?
Yeah, I think so.
Which way? Spiders? No spiders. I vote no spiders.
No
Yeah.
spiders.
I don't like spiders.
Which means there's going to be a giant spider at the end of that one.
So
I'd
we're
rather
going
put one
down-
big spider then.
This direction?
To the right? Yeah, so that's where the Kutoa came from.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make like a character out of this flaming sphere, and then give you control to like bring it onto the battlefield.
Okay. How long? I need to remember. How long does that shit stay?
I think it wouldn't stay for very long after a battle.
No, it's always with me.
What the fuck? I'm looking at the Roll20 like notifications. It just says Roll20 has been named a victim of a security breach.
Yeah, I saw that. They've got everything.
It's 1 minute.
They have my social.
They have my credit score.
We got Equifax
Yeah.
by Roll20.
I love it.
Also, if Root, I guess Root would be following us now, but before he like departed the spidery pathway leading on to the darkness, he can't really see. He would have heard movement back there, just a little bit. But
Rude, do you see anything through the spider webs? Can you
Isn't
see
Rude
around
your
the
eyes?
corner?
you're asking yourself that. But
Well,
you don't-
I'm basically asking him to go back around the corner as far as he can go. That's what I'm asking.
yeah. So
Without
it's to,
getting
like
caught in
the
the
edge
fucking
of the spider
web.
webs,
Don't get caught in the spider web.
and this is as far as he can see.
Okay.
There's just some more spider webs, and then can't see much further beyond that. It's just darkness
Okay.
down that passageway. but-
I tell him to come.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, buddy.
So just to give you a lowdown on our characters, your character will see them, Alejandro, but Bud is what Alex is playing. He's like a old, very, very like a elder, like geriatric gnome that is blind. Like he has both of his eyes were gouged out, so he's just blind, and
Gouged
he uses
out.
an owl like magic arcane familiar to fly around, and like he can see through its eyes. But Darcy is another gnome with pink hair that's kind of like spunky necromancer. I mean, I guess y'all can introduce your characters, but
Necromancer? That's like conflicting.
There's a lot of lore behind Darcy. I wrote a lot of shit about her that most people don't know, so I'm not going to explain it. But
yeah, but just like
Lord
I'm not going to go into y'all's
Lord
backstories,
tell me.
but just
Email
y'all's
me.
appearances and what character you're playing.
yeah, Darcy's just like a bubbly, happy pink-haired gnome. That's generally like has a very.
That's also
Surrounded
a
by rotting
necromancer.
flesh.
She just
Rotting-
happens to be. She just happens to be a necromancer,
Anime character?
and there's a good reason for that.
Darcy's definitely an anime character, and then Aldridge is another gnome that just looks fucking weird, and
Yeah,
nobody really
you see
knows
the
why.
picture.
What the fuck?
And
What are y'all doing in here? He just looks fucking weird. What
looks
the fuck
fucking
does that
weird.
mean?
John,
Look at his character in
Look at
roll
his-
20.
Yeah. If you click on his little like character sheet, you can pull it up and see his picture up close. So he's like a forest gnome that also has a mysterious backstory.
Darcy?
No, he's Aldrich. I'm Darcy.
Aldridge, yeah. And then Gin is the character that I'm playing.
Awful. What the fuck is that?
That was my reaction. I still remember the day that
What the fuck?
he's like, all right, Dylan, here's my character. I was like, John, what the fuck have you done?
is that?
What have you done?
John did like no work on his character except pick the weirdest possible.
Which defines the character.
I'm not gonna deny that.
Not going to deny that. And then my character is not a gnome. The only character that's not a gnome other than you. So, but he's a dark elf, a drow,
course.
warlock.
So you're
Yeah.
fucking edgelord, motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's
And
an edgelord.
he's a complete edgelord.
Edgelord.
He's a private detective, former detective, and he has a very strange patron that interesting. And his backstory is also mysterious, except for Will, who's seen my redacted like world book on again.
You saw the Black Project?
Yeah, I did redact it though. So there's like some stuff that I took out.
You Mueller reported it? He's blocked
'cause
out like a whole page.
I mullered it. Yeah, I mullered it because everybody, like, whenever Will was DM, I was like, all right, I'll give you Gin's backstory. But then there's some stuff that was like, he doesn't really need to know that. As also a DM, I took the liberty of mullering. Yeah.
You don't have to explain to me why you're withholding information from the people.
Yeah, just to give you the lowdown on the characters. So, go down this pathway. And I think what you heard, something your character would have remembered, Aldrich, is you can speak Undercommon. So you kind of overheard them talking as a group as they walked up, as we were kind of like Scooby-Dooing around the corner before we moved back to try to ambush them. You heard one of them say, they were like kind of talking like nonchalantly, casually amongst themselves, like articulate, speaking Undercommon, but they were very articulate in how they were speaking. And one of them was like, "You got next time you got to be more confident," And then like you didn't roll that high on perception, so you heard that bit. And then later on, whenever all hell broke loose, one of them you heard like one bit of what they were saying, where they said, I don't know, you heard like one word, but you can't understand them. Is the point. So as we move down this passageway, it gets a little bit narrower as the stairs go on. Are we moving stealthily at this point?
I think so. Stealthily as a group of wizards can move, or spellcasters.
Root's ahead.
Yeah.
So Root's going first?
Yep.
Okay. So can you control
and
Root
kill
now?
Root. Yeah, I can.
Okay, so you can move him ahead. So he would get like kind of here, where he is right now, and he would see ahead. There's like a winding passageway. Sees another little alcove where there's some more of these eggs. Both the bulbous large eggs that kind of have like an infant-sized kuo within their liquid, and then also the glowing like kind of fungi that y'all discovered earlier. So you see two passageways leading up, or Rootwood.
Okay, go a little further.
So yeah, assuming he moved here, you could see a little bit around the corner. See some more of that, and you also find, this is a kind of like passive perception you notice as kind of Root moves between these two. This both of these passageways, but more so this one to the south, this looks like it was based on like kind of the tracks and the way the dirt is displaced. You can tell this looks like this was like burrowed. This was dug, and this looks like kind of the more of the natural passageway. But also within this passage, you can see very clearly like tracks within like loose dirt on the ground, and that's pretty obvious to see.
Okay, I tell Root just to hang there, and we can catch up to him.
Okay, so we're all moving up. If we're moving stealthily, y'all could roll me. You could roll a collective stealth check. Everybody roll stealth, and then I'll do like an averaging type thing. Gin's not as good at stealth as he wished he was. So we're and I would say, Darcy, you could roll stealth as well for your zombies. You could use your same modifier in general, but okay. So yeah, you're shuffling these zombies, kind of locking step with you, and they're not making a ton of noise.
Which way do we want to go? Farther down, or stay the path?
I'm down with whatever.
Yeah.
Why don't
Whatever you choose.
why don't you have Root check it out and see?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have Root go. I'm gonna have him come around over this corner, I guess, a little further
Okay.
of the traveled path.
Yep, so Root flies a little bit further, sees more of these eggs, more of this fungi, and he sees that this burrow is kind of just a side passage. But you do notice kind of Root as he gets over here. Can y'all see this little X?
Yep.
Yeah,
we
so
can.
right there, you notice that it looks like, based on the way the dirt is kind of, or the rock and stone formation that's become kind of dirt, is settled there. That there was an open passageway here that has been kind of like caved in and closed off. It looks like the burrowing that started over here kind of went that direction further along, but has been closed off based on the tracking and dirt that Root sees.
Okay.
And then up ahead, you see some more stairs leading up into further passage. Gin would harvest a piece of the fungi, as he's now seen it spread throughout this cavern so far. I think Aldrich already took one. Now Gin's gonna collect
it's
one.
in my pack.
And if y'all remember this stuff, whenever you got near like kind of a bunched formation of it, initially where you saw that Kuotoa, that is the split in half zombie one, was meditating and kind of like floating in amidst these fungi, that whenever y'all stood amidst it, you became more intelligent, kind of just naturally and benignly. But then as soon as you stepped out of the circle, it went away. So at this point, we could roll another stealth as we move further along.
My roll 20 is frozen again. Oh, never mind. All right. Gen is famous for failing dexterity checks.
Yeah, he is. So for the most part, Gin's kind of shuffling his feet a little bit too much, making some noise. But for the most part, we're moving pretty quietly. Give me 1 second. So as y'all turn around the corner, we're sneaking. Darcy, you see it first. It's another little cluster of fungi, and then next to it, you see one of the Kuotoa. Its spears drop to the ground, kind of at its feet. It is lying, unmoving, in kind of the spider web that's spanning the distance of this little tight passage within the cavern.
So the spider web like is blocking the path.
Yeah, the spider web's kind of like intricately placed all along the walls of this like narrow passage, and then this thing is kind of trapped amidst it. Its arms are kind of splayed out, and it's just suspended in the air about 5 feet.
Well, so much for no spiders.
Is the Kuotoa caught, or is he just round?
It looks like he's caught. He's in the web. He's
Okay,
not
okay.
moving, not making any sound or anything. Can't really tell what his state is. You can make a closer inspection, of course.
Take a peep at him.
Okay. So kind of as you approach, take a closer look. It looks like he is breathing, but is not conscious. But then you do, as you get like kind of this close, you see its eyes flicker open, and its body starts like kind of spazzing. I don't know what other word to use, against the web, trying to get free. And it like kind of looks at you, and then it's just kind of trying to get free. And it doesn't look like he's being that effective at doing it. He's kind of like and trying to get out of the web. But he's no longer what it looked like. He was unconscious, but now he's not.
Can we just go around him?
You'd have to
Or is it
try to
we'd have
cut
to,
or get rid of the webbing somehow, or you could walk into the webbing.
Can I speak to him?
I don't think I want
Try to speak to him?
Yeah.
Now that he's like moving?
Yeah.
So I guess an undercomment, I want to say, hey buddy, look like you're kind of stuck there. What's going on?
I have to get free. I have to warn them.
Warn who?
My friends, please cut me loose.
Were your friends just walking down this way? But we can't.
Some of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you see them?
Yeah, your friends are fine.
Oh, that's good.
Wouldn't worry about
What a
them.
relief. Please cut me free.
We'd like to, but we need to know what you're running from first.
He just keeps moving and trying to get free. He's like, one of them got loose. Lost control.
One of the what's got
Move.
loose? Buddy, we're not letting you loose until you tell us what's going on.
It's like, I don't know what they're called.
What does the creature look like? Is it arachnid in nature?
So you see him actually. He gets a side of his body free and starts to like try to wade through the webbing to the north, and he's moving north. As you're asking these questions, he's like continually moving, and he's actually managed to break free, but he's still caught.
He's trying to run north, you said?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, he's also eyeing y'all, and he sees all of y'all kind of filtering in along with these zombies. So he's
okay.
He's seen all of you, and you're talking to him. So he's trying to run.
Right. I want to relay that to the group, like that discussion. I don't want to have to repeat it, but I'll just let people know that he's running from something. He doesn't know what it is, I told him his friends are okay, the people we just killed, and yeah, or the Kuatoa that we just killed. Sorry, does he recognize the zombies like Kuatoa? They're, like
He's given
standing
them an
amongst
eye,
them?
but hasn't said anything or really done anything
Okay.
else.
What do y'all think we should do? Should we just let him loose, or should we put him down like the rest of the guys who've done, or what? What are y'all thinking? What's one more? I mean,
Gin would say, being rather familiar with spider webs, being from the Underdark and from a drow like Mega City, he would say, well, we need to get beyond this webbing, and it's highly flammable. One firebolt, I think we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
A fire right.
someone just leave Discord.
Yeah, Joe fell asleep. He's gone.
He said he'd be right back.
Oh, yeah, you just said that in Roll20, yeah.
Okay.
Gotta take a call.
He's probably ordering. He's probably getting food or something.
So you're gonna shoot a firebolt at the web?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else could take an action as well. Again, I guess, can I hold back my Eldritch
I don't
Blast
need to
and
roll
not
for
make
that,
it
right?
repel? No, I would say if you're aiming at the web, you don't need to roll. If you're aiming at the
Sure.
creature, you would, but
I'll send a fireball at it too. Set it ablaze.
actually, Gin knows Sacred Flame. He's gonna use that, but he's not targeting the web. We're not aiming for the truck. This thing is gonna try to dodge this and fail miserably. So as both of you kind of shoot the webbing and light it up with your firebolts, you see kind of white flame envelop the trapped Kuatoa as fire quickly spreads along to him, still trapped in it as he's trying to wade through it, and he starts to scream in agony as the flames engulf him, and the sacred flame hits him head on. And in an attempt to stop it from screaming, he would sacred flame again. Oh man, that's like max damage almost. And along with the burning, after a few seconds of screaming, it stops moving and the flames overtake it. And after a few more moments, it drops to the ground as all the webbing burns up.
Alright, should we just keep on keeping on? And probably move forward stealthily. But
This place sucks.
Let's leave.
No, but I want the loot.
We can just go like rob somebody instead of having to go through a whole dungeon. Basically what we're doing now. But we just have to go through a shit ton of
yeah, we're just killing murdering these fish people.
Yeah, they were
To be
just
fair-
living
to
their
be fair,
lives.
the fish people tried to murder us first.
Is that true?
No, I mean, we kind of did walk into their place.
Well, who's to say it's their place?
Who's to say it's ours? I mean, it's definitely not ours. That's all we know.
I mean, not yet, but we're getting there.
We're making it ours. We're fucking burning as we go in.
Look, if you guys want to leave, we can leave.
We're bad people.
No, we're
I
not.
don't care. No, I am. Bud,
Oh.
Bud doesn't think about it like that. But Bud's probably in what most people would consider not a good person because he doesn't care.
Darcy, so when you got there, you probably wouldn't move up any further because you see, y'all could all roll me a perception. Aldrich, you can roll it with advantage. So you get there at the top of this, the stairs go down and you see fire lit and you see figures around it. And they are talking and they're not being that quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Gin kind of hear it first. You tell us, he's like, hold up. It says telepathically.
Damn it.
Darcy leading the charge.
Fuck Korea. Damn it.
You strike out.
No, he just destroyed a ball and it doubled up Bregman because he hit it like it's a hard liner to the shortstop.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was just an impossible play, but he hit it hard.
Okay, so
We're
y'all
strong.
get here, stop moving, so no further stealth until y'all move again, presumably. But Aldrich, you're kind of leading from behind, but you get up to where Darcy is, and you hear kind of a lively discussion among some more Kuatoa, and there's a couple that look like y'all have seen before, and there's a couple that look a little bit bigger, and they're wielding tridents almost, not just these small pincer staffs, and they're kind of talking over one another, and arguing. But one of the larger ones, kind of silences everyone, and this is what you hear. It's like enough, okay. The bottom line is they don't They don't need us anymore. The excavation is done. And our lives are forfeit unless we can come up with some better use. They have the diggers, they have the, whatever the hell they're called, the K monster things. They don't really need us, okay? And we need to get smarter, we need to get better. We need to... And then another one pipes in. It's one of the smaller ones. It's like, be careful. Keep your voice down. These walls have ears. If Sifa hears, if she hears us plotting treacheries, she'll catch you, and your pain will shatter. The screams from the pain she'll inflict on you will shatter our eardrums. And the other one's like, do we have eardrums? He's like, shut up, okay? Maybe we don't know. He's kind of talking a little bit less, so you have to like listen in to hear it. He actually listens to the counsel of one of the smaller ones. We all have to commit to this. Look, we don't know what else these things can do. And he kind of touches his belt, where you can see a wand hanging. They won't see us coming. They don't think that we think, like we're just blindly following. Well, that's not true anymore. We can revolt and we can be successful. We just have to be united. And we have to commit. And you kind of hear like this discussion continuing, but there's like one that kind of, you hear all of that. And then you hear down the way a little bit, you hear a cry, and it sounds like it's from a Kuatoa, and they all kind of catches their attention. Y'all hear it. It's further down the cavern this direction. And is Alejandro here?
No, he's not back. No, he's not back yet.
Take a break.
I'll text the group.
But essentially, you hear a ruckus further down the cavernous pathway leading north.
Back.
Yep. You're up, Chief.
Yo, what am I doing?
So here's the situation. So y'all hear a ruckus kind of happening. You hear something crying out further down north up the cavern. And then one of the smaller ones, you see one of the larger ones kind of point. He's like, go! And you see one of the smaller ones run into the darkness. And Drill, your character, is running away from a situation that they just were able to escape from. And you were able to escape and gather your weapons and armor on the way out. You were helpless a second ago, but you...
He's a barbarian. He doesn't have any armor.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to gather your weapon, and a couple of these Kuatoa fish-like creatures. They're like basically Shadow over Innsmouth, Lovecraftian fish people, half human, half fish, hybrid-looking creatures, and they're rather small. And you're able to dispatch a couple of them on your escape from what looked like, it was kind of a blur, but looked like a kind of like lab. You saw like wizardly effects. There was some lady that almost looked like she wasn't a lady that was responsible for capturing her minions brought you to her, and you didn't know what fate awaited you, but you saw an opportunity. You broke free of your shackles, and now you're running down this passage. Your character, your token, you can fill in all the relevant information. You give over control, babe, viewable. So your character is right here, I guess. So if you scroll a little bit north of where the rest of the party is, you'll see your dude. You should have control of them. Everybody should see the nameplate. Can everybody see that? I get that revealed.
Where?
Don't see him.
I don't even see.
Oh, wait, yeah, I see him now.
If you scroll north.
Oh, yes,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, you're running and you see some familiar. So yeah, you're running south. You're getting away from the thing that was north, and you see it in this new passage. It's kind of this crumbling stairwells, natural rising in the cavern. You run by these fluorescent fungi bulbs that are kind of sprinkled along the edge that you actually saw when you got carried in semi-consciously. But now you're running away from all that, and you see down this passageway, you see a rather large, spindly armed, it looks like a giant spider, kind of grabbing a Kuotoa and lifting him up into darkness, and then you hear a crunching sound and screams from the Kuotoa ends, and there's kind of like a cavernous passage. Is that GM layer? you can see kind of like a bridge leading over, and underneath it, that's where you see this like spider-like creature. So yeah, you get like right about there, and this is the creature that you see a little bit closer underneath the bridge. And you see it's like yellow eyes. It has a like long extended neck, kind of furry abdomen, and it is kind of going down from a perch underneath this, and it looks up at you as blood and gore kind of trickles down from its mouth as it drops kind of this headless Kuo-toa into its net. So this is all underneath. This is all like webbing you can see, and it looks like a Kuo-toa is trapped in it screaming, and then this thing came down to finish it off. And the rest of y'all see one of the Kuo-toa run this direction, charging into this darkness, and everybody could roll initiative.
Oof.
Oh, that baby boy.
Joe gonna fight the boss by himself?
I think so. Seemed capable.
Scoop him.
It's my first campaign.
Goop him.
You know, all your DPS.
So many things to reveal and keep track of. Initiative. It's pretty well. Everybody could also roll me a perception simultaneously with all this occurring.
Ooh, greedy.
Nice.
Oh shit.
So, Bud and Darcy, you both hear the unmistakable sounds somewhere in your midst, but Bud, you actually make out which wall it's coming from. It's the wall to the east, right next to where Darcy is. You hear the unmistakable sound of like shifting stone and dirt and movement right here.
Okay.
Root rolled perception. You rolled. The last time it was on the flaming sphere. This time you rolled it for Root. That's funny.
I did?
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird. It doesn't show it.
Yeah, it shows it as Bud for
It
me.
shows it over there.
Really? It
Yeah,
shows it
that's
as Root
weird.
for me. Root rolled a 15.
I mean, it shows it at Bud on the right side, but then root side.
Hmm.
Like on the actual turn order thing.
Oh yeah, you're
That's
right.
weird.
And then
It should like indicate that on the
Babe,
right side.
you rolled an
In the actual
18.
chat.
You might have had root clicked.
Yeah, I did, but it should like indicate it on the right side. Like if I roll as Bud,
Yeah.
then it's like initiative, like for root or whatever. But yeah.
So this thing actually is going to get a surprise round. So you see this thing move. It looks at you, Babe. I'm just going to call you Babe, or BB. The baked boy.
Baked boy.
So it sees you, but then it kind of, this other Kuo-toa like runs into its net simultaneously. It immediately turns and focuses attention on it and is going to attack it. You could roll nature also to see if you recognize this creature.
Let me find that nature roll that you want. I'm not gonna do shit. I don't know anything about this physical world.
It looks like a spider to you, but you can tell it's not based on the fact that it has... It looks like it has 8 legs, but like 2 of its legs have like claws and hands on them, and it has like a spindly like brontosaurus neck. So those are very clearly this is not a spider, but you can see webs and whatnot, so it shares some characteristics. And you see it kind of snaps its jaws onto this trapped Kuo-toa, but doesn't find purchase with one of the attacks. Kuo-toa's not dead or anything. And then it would be this thing's turn, and then you'd be up after this. So what can this guy do? I guess they're all going to roll perceptions to see if they notice y'all kind of standing there. Y'all could roll, everybody could roll stealths if we want to try to keep our presence unknown from them as they engage with all this. Their attention is elsewhere, so this guy, his first instinct is going to be to run towards this creature. Okay, so this guy, he actually looks over and sees your zombies, Darcy. They're kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, but he kind of shakes it off and runs over to this creature to attack it. A lot of stuff to control. He's going to make 2 spear attacks. Only one of them's going to hit. Okay, that does pretty good damage as he's trying to wrench his friend free from the webbing. And then Babe, it would be your turn. So you see before you a bunch of spider webbing underneath this like kind of rocky bridge overhead that's about 10 feet up. And then within it you see the spider-like creature attacking one of the Kuo-toa, and you saw another Kuo-toa run up and attack it with his spear.
Okay. I guess I'll just fucking charge in there, right through the spider webs, and start going at it while it's distracted.
Okay, so you can try to run through the spider webs, and then it'll be, depending on how you want to try to avoid it, you can try to like jump through it, which would be dexterity or acrobatics, or you could try to like just power your way through athletically, and it'd be like a strength check. Or you could try to like swing through it with your hammer, but that would probably be like your attack action, unless you had like a bonus action or something. So it's your call.
I'll
But
I'll try to power through it with the strength check.
okay.
Hey, Dro, before you do any of that, you should rage.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
rage.
So rage basically powers. It's like what the barbarians do. It's like casting their spell, so to speak, and you basically power up all of your strength-based checks, damage, and you take less physical damage, and it lasts for like pretty much all of combat per
You have advantage on strength checks and saving throws. You get +2 melee damage on your
Melee damage. Okay.
but I wouldn't do that yet.
All right. So on the character sheet, I should just click advantage, and then I'll be good on that.
whenever you're rolling.
For your first strength check, you don't necessarily get advantage on attacks, but like on a strength check. So if like you were gonna try to barrel through the webs, you would get advantage on that.
Now.
Okay, yeah. So you this spider
So
webbing
like Kool-Aid
is
Man webs.
not find purchase on you. You just like wading through it relatively easier, and you're able to get to wherever you wanted to get to make an attack.
Swing at it with the hammer.
Essentially, you'd be here, but underneath the bridge, not on top of it.
I put the fucking hammer shit in here, right?
Hammer should be, is it two-handed or is it one-handed?
Two.
It's like two-handed great hammer.
Should be 1d20 plus 8, and then if it hits, it's 1d10 plus 5. Well, 1d10 plus 7 actually, because you're raging.
D20 plus 5.
So roll in order to hit. Roll 1d20 plus 8, and then I'll tell you what the damage roll is.
Yeah, so Warhammer is 1d10.
God damn it.
You gotta do /roll, and then space 1d20 plus 8.
Here, I can jump.
Other
in
slash.
and attack real quick.
Fuck.
There you
Got a
go.
little character art going on here. Like it? Oh shit, that's like a fucking Warhammer
Blast his
character.
ass.
All right. Now you said damage. What was damage?
It's 1d10 plus 7 because you're raging.
Yeah, why does this not work if you were to hit this?
Right. That good?
You'd have to add a little bit more. I'm just rolling that to test it, but yeah, so you rolled a 21, and then you'd roll your 1d10 plus,
Maybe plus 7.
yeah. So that says 1d.
Plus.
So that's that's rolling a 1. That's rolling a 1d1. I could fix that.
I think that's good. I think that's what I want.
Oh god. Wait, something's fucked up there. No,
No, the bludgeoning.
the damage is fucked up.
And,
You shouldn't
and
have to be
only
adding
20?
+7.
Oh god.
Wait, hold on. I think I'm good.
I think the damage should have been 16 because there's an extra 4 on there for some reason.
Look, someone just go fix
It's
it.
still rolling
I'm fixing it, I'm
the.
fixing it. So you got attack, strength plus 2, or strength plus 0 plus proficiency, and then damage is 1d10 plus strength plus 2. I'll just leave 2 in there for raging damage.
And he has a +1 Warhammer, so add 1.
So I'll add 1 to the attack, add 1 to the damage. So this should be right.
And if he's raging, it's another +2. So
So that has plus 4
1d-
plus 3. So the plus
Yeah,
4 is your
that should be right.
strength, the plus 3 is plus 2 for raging, plus 2 magic weapon. So
yep.
you can, if you want to be the one to roll your first damage, I'll let you click that button again and take whatever it is.
Can we just take the higher of the two?
No, it's got to be you. If you
Bitch.
care, you take you take 13, and I rolled your first damage, or you're gonna roll your own and take whatever it is.
I'm gonna roll my own and take it.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
Okay, so 12. So you come up and you bring your hammer down with 2 hands on the back of this thing's abdomen. It cries out as it's suspended in its web. Do some pretty good damage on it.
Do we see this?
Based on how we're positioned, Darcy would. I mean, no. So y'all see some ruckus is happening down there. Perhaps you hear the battle cry of a berserking dwarven
Wait, sorry, did you say-
voice. But you don't see anything really. You just know there's a ruckus down there, and something caused One, a Kuotoa to cry out and just be silenced. Two, another Kuotoa with a trident, one of the leader guys, the stronger ones, to run over and make an attack. And then you also heard a dwarven battle cry and like the crunch of a hammer against a carapace. This guy is going to try to... You know what? Actually, he's going to turn and make some attacks with his own ranger. You heard that
a bunch
crunch.
of crunching.
You heard that
Like you're eating
crunch.
fucking Doritos.
There's some heavy Dorito play
Big ass
going on.
Dorito being chewed.
So this guy, Babe, you see this. The Kuotoa that's trapped, that's kind of getting munched on by the spider-like creature, it kind of haphazardly hits its spear back trying to like attack this thing, and it misses with both strikes. It just is trapped and it's like turned around and it just is not being effective. It rolled really low. So then it is going to... Yeah, it's grappled. I mean, it can't do anything. Use its action to attack, so it's trapped. And then it would be Root's turn / Bud.
Okay, I want Root to fly ahead a little bit, if I can. How high is the ceiling?
It
Like,
gets
would Root be
higher.
able to fly,
in this-
like, kind of, and stay out of...
Yeah, in this area where like the fire pit was and these creatures,
Uh-huh.
this is a higher ceiling than the passage y'all are in, which is like a lower ceiling because it goes up and then
Okay.
down.
Okay, I want Root to fly ahead a little bit safely and look and
Yeah,
you
so
know,
you're
show
able to
me
see.
what's around the corner.
Yeah, you're able to see two Kuotoa kind of spear attacking this spider-like creature, which is under this cavernous bridge, and it is getting hit on both sides. Actually, I guess technically Alejandro, you should have gotten advantage, but I'll say because it just didn't happen that first
Fucked up.
turn.
You fucked up.
Because it
I
technically
even asked
wasn't
if I had advantage.
as threatened from the one it has in its maw, because it's eating it basically. But yeah, you see a dwarf behind it, kind of bopping it in its butt. That's what
Okay.
Root sees.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay, mage armored up.
Oh shit, yeah, we should have done that.
Can go.
Gin is always mage armored because he can cast it for free through the Eldritch Invocation. He only drops it to shower.
Plus 13 plus Dex, which is
Darcy's mage armor is zombies.
Yep. Darcy essentially has 4 like rotating like flesh orbs around her at all times.
Amen.
So it'll be Aldridge's turn. I'll get some armor on you, little armor token. It'll be this guy. Oh, that's the concentration token.
I just raised. I mean, I just put it. Or what? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, I just like to have it on there just to using that functionality. Yeah. So Aldridge, your turn. So I get, let's say kind of we're all right here. So you started right there. You wouldn't have been that far back
What'd you say? We all started where?
where you are now. You moved your token up.
What are these Kuotoa doing? Are they looking at us or are they looking at
They've both
looking
noticed
down the
Darcy
hall?
at the top of the stairs. They just didn't know to look there, and then whenever they kind of got into a battle sense, they glanced all around and they noticed Darcy, but they're looking ahead to the ruckus down the corridor.
Okay.
But they know Darcy's there. Darcy knows that at least.
I want to try to move so I can see what's down the corridor.
So say in order to get around Darcy's zombies, like moving that's gonna like be rough terrain, so you have to use double movement to like kind of slip by them, because this is a pretty narrow corridor, and even though they're allies, it's just 6 seconds of movement. It's kind of hard to get around there.
Yeah. So I can move 25. Is the entire...
I'd say it basically lowers your movement by 10 feet, let's say, because that's how much...
So, I mean, I can't even get through them then, is what I'm saying.
You could if you dashed.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
It's up to you, though. You don't have to move at all.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor as well. Let the zombie army be the tank for now.
That is what they are for.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Okay. So this thing is going. I don't know how to say this thing's name. Bud. You fucking mix up names. Bud, since you saw this creature, you can roll me a nature to see if you know what it is. Being from the forest, there's a possibility, but it's kind of a rare creature. Whew. So, Babe and Root see this. The spider-like creature, it like wheels its head around, it moves its maw away from chomping on the Kuotoa it has caught in its web to the other one that just approached. And Babe, you see the Kuatoa's eyes, like kind of these big fish eyes, they go wide as it stares into this creature's eyes, and then you see its eyes kind of glaze over for a second. Yeah, and then that's all you see. This guy is going to run up. He's going to attack the webbing around his friend to try to free him. Okay, and he's able to do that. So he breaks this guy loose, attacking with his pincer. He's no longer caught in the web. And it begins turn. Also, Alex, yeah, you could... Did you roll a nature? I didn't see it on my screen. Gin is going to get right here, and he's just going to Eldritch Blast this guy. So that's all I can see.
All right, full-blown engagement.
He knocks him back against the wall as he kind of growls as he takes this. And then it would be his turn. So you see this guy, he raises his trident up in the air, and then out of it, kind of, you see a spectral version of the trident extend, and then he points up at kind of our vicinity, and you see a spectral trident kind of launch itself towards the first zombie in line. It's gonna make an attack. So yeah, you see this spectral trident slam into this first Kuatoa zombie you have, Darcy, and it does 7 force damage as he's released like kind of a spiritual trident.
Okay.
Still pointing, and then he's gonna move back a little bit with his back turned. He's kind of has his trident pointing at us, and he's kind of backing up into his friend's midst. And it'd be your turn, Darcy.
Okay. Get there. So I'm just gonna move them all up. So this one can get 2 right there. Over here. So I'm just gonna go 2, 3 here. I'm just gonna go there. And this one's gonna go. Let's see. Okay. And then Darcy's gonna step up and toll the dead on the guy that just attacked her zombie.
Okay, wisdom. That is not going to pass.
Woo!
Holy shit. 21 points of necrotic. So that hurts. As this thing kind of is racked with necrotic energy, stumbles back a little bit further. It's facing this onslaught of zombies as its back is turned to kind of all grouping up. And Darcy, you can now see down the way, and you see the spider attacking the Kuatoa. They're all bunching up, and you see a dwarven figure kind of marred by the spider webbing and the darkness, but you see some figure wailing away with a golden hammer.
Hey, Mr. Dwarf, are you like gonna? Are you not on the fish people side? Because we aren't either. Also, don't kill my zombies.
Does it look like I'm on the fucking fish people's side?
Well, I don't know. There's some like scary spider monster you're trying to kill.
I'm a good guy.
All right, cool. These zombie things, you don't have to kill them. They're under my control. Just FYI.
I'm worried about the spider right now.
Okay.
As this battlefield banter happens.
Nice to meet you. I'm Darcy.
he's like dodging around and hitting with his hammer. He's like, kinda busy at the moment. No.
Darcy. She's like anime, like just like spritzing around. Like
She is 100% an anime girl.
Anime best girl. Yeah. So top of the round.
She's basically she's what's her name's friend?
Mako or Maku.
Yeah, she's Mako.
I never thought about that. That's true. Well, she's Lisa. She's a combination of Mako and Lisa Simpson.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's also Lisa.
She's brainy.
And she's also ridiculously deadly.
Yeah. So, Aldrich, Gin, and Bud, you notice now just passive perception. Bud, you kind of heard this best with your super hearing. You heard kind of stone shifting and something happening on this eastern wall. Now, like literally right in front of Aldrich and Gin, you see the stone burst open and like all this dirt and sediment just crashes down into the alley right in front of you. And you see 2 gigantic kind of like scythe arms digging through, and it slams them both in the ground and in the sediment that it just created in this hole, these gaping holes in the wall. Large creature, twice the size of Gin, kind of comes out on its like claw-like legs, turns to face y'all, and just roars. And this is what it looks like.
Wait, what? Where's this at?
Right in front of y'all.
Oh, okay, there. I didn't see it.
I didn't do it yet. I was just describing it.
Yeah.
And then this thing emerges from the hole right in front of y'all. and kind of like roars this strange
Wow.
bestial roar. And y'all could roll nature checks as this thing emerges.
Oh, what just happened? Sorry, I
A
just
big
was
ass
peeing.
thing came out of the wall right in front of us.
Oh, god damn it. Also, Dro, you have 2 attacks. I forgot to tell you that.
So, again, deal after this nature. I gotta
So
roll
you
those.
get advantage on this attack if you're attacking the spider because it's threatened on both sides of it. So if you can draw a line through like that, 2 enemies to a single creature, then you're flanking it and you get advantage. Yeah, none of us have seen this creature. I guess again needs to roll his nature. Again, I mean it has the, you can tell Bud, it has the body and the obvious like tool set, natural tool set for like burrowing and digging. And we just bore witness to it, so it's kind of obvious, but we've never seen this creature before. So it's this thing's turn. And Jiro, you see this creature, the thing that the previous turn, the spider-like thing stared at it, and its eyes glazed over. You see it kind of like robotically move its spear into attack position, and then it turns it on the Kuotoa, presumably its ally, right next to it, and attacks it twice. Oh boy. So it just doesn't kill it, but its trident just cuts up this Kuatara right next to it, and you see it exclaim out, surprised, not expecting that attack, and it just stays there facing its own ally. And then it would be your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Oh, rage again. Just keep wailing on it.
Doesn't rage last for a while?
Once
right?
you rage, it lasts for like a minute, which is like 10 rounds of combat. I think it lasts a minute, maybe more.
Alright, well, I don't
So
know.
you're already raging.
I'm raging, bro.
Okay, so that attack you rolled right there, I mean, you get to roll that with advantage because you're flanking it. Yellow.
What's advantage due to the
Advantage just means you roll it twice and take the higher.
Okay.
I mean, you can just roll that attack again. It's already all pre-coded. So that second one is going to hit, and then you can roll damage. So it takes 10.
You can attack twice, Dro, by
And
the
you
way.
get a second attack, yeah.
Oh.
Shit.
17 damage. So you're wailing on this spider-like creature. It kind of underestimated you. It hasn't turned your way. And you slam it twice, and the back of its hairy spider-like body is starting to break apart, and you see yellow blood streaming down. And it is crying out, and it is definitely now paying attention to you and turns and faces you. That did not feel good. It takes a lot of bludgeoning damage. And then
Yellow blood. I'm gonna Slayer show, but it's yellow.
yeah, it's yellow blood. It's raining yellow blood. And then this thing, it's like captain person. This is the person that was speaking earlier. Attack its ally, and it turns its pincer on him to try to restrain him and attacks him once with the spear. That is going to hit. He takes some damage, and he's held in place, and you see him screaming in his face, trying to like what looks like apparently talk sense into him as he's restrained. And then this thing's going to go. What can it do?
What do you do?
It is going to make a stab attack with its scythe arms. What else would he do? One at Gin
I'll be right back.
and one at Aldrich, and they're both going to hit pretty easily.
Am I dead?
And Aldrich, you take 6, Gin takes 5. Scratch that. Gin takes 7, and Aldrich takes 8.
Oh yeah, also I get my arcane ward, I forgot about that. Yeah, do that. Gotta play this character. Whenever I cast mage armor I get
Gin is actually going to use... he just learned something where he can impose disadvantage on something.
yeah, I can also do something like that. I can
Gin can't
Make
waste
my
spell
ward-
slots on shield.
I
Unfortunately.
can make my ward take damage as a reaction instead of a creature within 30 feet of me taking that damage. I'll
Okay.
do that later.
How do I even look at this? Here, features and traits. Entropic ward, once per short rest. Yeah, he's definitely going to use this. So he's going to give it disadvantage to try to miss 5. Yeah, it still hits. So it didn't work, but he gets advantage on it. No, if it misses you, I get advantage on the next attack. So it did not work. So he takes this damage. Takes 7, you take 8 Aldridge, or your ward does, and then
6
its
or
turn will
8?
be over.
I thought you said 6.
No, I said 6 at first, but I misread the modifier. So you took 8,
Okay.
Again took 7.
Okay.
Is like my voice like cutting out or anything with roll 20?
You're kind of going like robot mode, but I'm hearing you.
Okay. Let me know if I'm like cutting off because I can't tell.
Will do.
And then, Bud, it would be your turn. Alex, you there?
Yeah, I was on mute. I have any idea of the intelligence level of this large creature?
Intelligence for what purpose? To like fall for like an illusion or something?
Yeah, I mean, basically that it is of at least a certain level of intelligence or higher.
You can
Like I don't
roll-
know, right?
Based on your
says like a
nature.
creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected.
Yeah.
So I'm basically trying, like, how would I?
This
fucking
thing would
know
have a
that?
higher intelligence than that, because 4 or
Okay.
less is something
That's what I
that has
figured.
been affected
is-
by like a spell that makes it really dumb, or is like a zombie.
Okay.
So this is a creature that can hunt and looks like it is capable of digging through things and getting places. It doesn't look that dumb, but it does look like a wild creature that would like is working on instinct for the most part.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use Tasha's hideous laughter on this
Okay.
thing.
So that's to roll a wisdom.
Yeah, it has to be to wisdom 14 or be incapacitated for a minute.
Oh, it's frustrating. I rolled it and it like got lodged, so I have to roll it again. Rolled a 3, so it's not going to pass.
It is incapacitated for a minute.
So you see
Unless
this
my
toothy
concentration's
maw of this crazy-looking scythe monster digger creature.
Breakout laughter.
And it's like, and it falls over, goes prone, right? And starts just laughing. And Aldrich, you don't know if you've ever seen like a more hideous sight, and you see
That'd be fucking awful.
Yeah, my eyes are bugging out
this
right
creature
now.
is already from
Our party's a
Nightmare
real
Fuel.
horror show.
So it is under this effect, not doing well. So Tasha's hideous laughter. So that you've used this spell before, I would presume, and if it gets hit, it has to roll it again or every turn, right? So we would know kind of not to attack it.
Yeah, so it says at the end of each of its turn and each time it takes damage.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you didn't tell us to hit it, we would kind of know this
Right.
spell. Gen would know the
Makes
spell.
sense.
'Cause it's a
Okay.
spell he
I mean, I
can
guess
learn.
it's not that.
Yeah, I know the
I
spell.
didn't read the second part. So.
Well,
I figured it was just, until my concentration was broken, I had to do something else because it is concentration.
It just keeps laughing. We just fucking beat the shit out
This
of
is
it.
definitely a type of spell where it like it gets a save at the end.
I mean,
of
at
its
least I
turn.
guess get some advantage on it
Yeah.
while it's.
But it's
The
prone.
level 1 spell that paralyzes.
But it's prone, so it would get disadvantage on attack.
Oh,
rolls.
nice, nice.
You're right.
Melee attack rolls though, not ranged.
Okay.
All right. So if you're done,
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably have. Yeah.
this thing is gonna attack the thing that just like cut it up with its trident, its captain, and Aldrich, you can hear it screaming. It's like blah, 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 which is like his name. Blah, what the hell are you doing? What the fuck? And he's like attacking it with a pincer and a bite.
Is it
Only one of
speaking
them.
like common?
No, speaking undercommon, but
Oh,
the
undercommon,
blah, blah, blah's
okay.
part is he's saying like its name. He's addressing it.
Yeah.
So he does a little bit more damage to it, holds it in place, and then it would be this thing's turn, and it is going to attack you, Alejandro, or Babe, with its bite. It's going to bite at you, and then it's going to claw you. What is your AC, armor class?
No, 12. Sorry.
Are they fighting
Well-
up on the bridge or below the bridge?
Below the bridge.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so both of these are going to hit you. Your AC is pretty low. The first one is going to do...
Yeah, Will fucked me. Fucked me.
It's going to do 4 piercing damage and roll a Constitution saving throw as its teeth claw into you. So you do take 4, and then you take
yeah,
Constitution.
I guess I should have increased your constitution. I didn't really think about it. Your constitution's still good, but
You take 8 poison damage as you feel very painful. This coursing through your veins, and you become poisoned.
wait, he has an advantage on saving.
I
Oh,
have that.
on saving throws against poison. He also has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, so in total you take
Is that while rage
4
or?
That's while he's
all
raging. Yeah.
rage,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
You take 4 piercing, so that'd be halved. Then you take 8 poison, which wouldn't be halved, and then you take another 5 slashing from the claws. which is
damn.
halved. So you're now poisoned, which means I believe you get disadvantage on ability checks and attacks.
He also has resistance against poison damage as a dwarf, so he takes half the poison
Oh my
damage as well.
gosh.
Okay.
He's essentially invulnerable right now.
He's a
That's
tank.
all that's what it sounds like.
He is a tanky boy.
Yeah.
So
So you are now.
I take 4 less. 4 less than I took.
Yep.
The 8 poison damage is off.
You actually heal because you take so little damage.
You just took half of everything. It's fine. And then Aldrich, it's your turn. And you're poisoned, so whenever you attack, you'll get disadvantage. But if you're flanking, it just means advantage and disadvantage cancel out, and your attacks are normal again. Babe.
Okay, so we got this big boy in front of
Got
us.
a big boy.
That is laughing its ass off. As you
I'm a
see,
big-
it turns over, shows you its belly. It's kind of miscolored to the rest of its
Yes,
kind of
boy.
grayish form. And its tongue is waggling out of its mouth, and its scythe-like arms and legs are just waggling around. It still has a bunch of dirt on its body. It's all shaking off as it laughs so hideously.
Here. I'm going to cast Mage Armor, Concentration. No, good. I'm gonna cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Oh shit. The spell.
Ooh, well, just went full robot. What?
Yeah, will you cut off?
Oh, I
Will's
just.
dead. Will's
Sorry. I just said, oh shit, that spell's dope.
Yeah. So
So
what do you do for that?
when I cast the spell, and as a bonus action on each of my turns thereafter, I can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors, sending them towards a point within 120 feet. Each creature within 5 feet of where the meteor explodes must make a dex saving throw. Take 2d6 on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So, make 6. I will send 2 at the start. Do I get advantage? No, I guess it doesn't even matter.
Where are you sending him?
Oh shit, didn't he just say that we need to not, attack? Yeah, I
You
forgot
would
about
know
that.
this about this spell because Gin
Yeah.
can learn it. He has knowledge of Tasha's Hideous Laughter. It's like one of his.
I
training
literally,
words.
yeah, I have it prepared as well, so I would probably know. Is it too big to get around?
It would require an acrobatics check to try to jump over it, for sure.
Just kill it. Just fucking attack it.
But it's incapacitated.
Gin
right
would
now.
advise against that until it
Yeah.
does it on its own.
Alright,
He's going to attack it on his turn, but you can do whatever you want.
can I try to move around it then? So I'm gonna cast that, so I can use those as bonus actions, but
Yeah, you
Can I
can
try
move
to
around
move?
it. It's just a matter of like acrobatically dodging like its body getting in the way and whatnot. So you'd roll an acrobatics and then we'll resolve it however, but you can definitely move past it.
okay.
It's just going to require a little bit of dexterous movement. Yeah, so you're able to get by it, going in between its kind of like wriggling arms and legs and its tail. Your movement.
Okay, I'm just gonna get to a point where I can freaking see down there.
Yep. So you see this cluster down here.
How big is this creature?
Um,
Because if I throw the meteors, they do. I guess it's just 5 feet. So can I
Yeah,
cast
if
my
you threw
meteors
it
on
at-
that?
If you threw it at that, it would cause both this guy and this unknown dwarf folk to roll dexterities, because it says everything within 5 feet, right? So like that's 10 feet, but it's not like 10 feet big. The creature with the scythe arms is bigger than this.
Oh, this one is.
Yeah, that creature is like the size that you think this creature is. It's just they're both the same size in their
Well,
token.
fuck. Okay.
This creature is smaller though. It's like closer to the size of like a man.
Okay, can I not cast that then? I feel like this is not not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
redact
I'm gonna
that.
I'm gonna redact, and I'm going to firebolt this one.
Okay. Roll me that attack. Oh damn.
Holy shit!
So you launch a
Jesus.
firebolt. It
Max
drives
damage.
into this thing's abdomen, direct hit, and since it's like kind of amidst its large like webbing matrix all around it, it immediately ignites the whole thing and it just cries out and just starts wriggling, and you see its arms like tuck into it, trying to protect its body somehow as it is engulfed completely in flame. Babe, you see this happening right in front of you, and this thing just falls down from its perch as all of the webbing kind of burns away, and it is dead.
Holy shit!
You KS the shit out of Babe.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did. He did a shitload of damage to it. But yeah, that kills it. It is dead. It was already on death's door as he had kind of broken its carapace on its back and yellow blood was already leaking out.
Like a thunderbolt while getting rained on in yellow blood.
Yeah, so you're kind of like engulfed in this like flame as this, it's all about webbing around you. The webbing about you is all burning.
So I gotta skedaddle out of there.
But it like the webbing, once it burns away, it kind of, the fire goes out as well because it's just stone all about, so there's nothing really else to catch. Acrobatics. Again, is going to move over this thing as well. Oh, he did not roll well.
Classic Gin.
Another dexterity fuck up. So again, you see Bud, you see Gin try to jump over this thing, and it kind of whaps him on the leg, does a little bit of damage to him. He's like, fuck! And he gets over here, kind of looks around the corner, sees what's going on, and he's going to shoot that same guy he'd been shooting, Eldritch Blast. Actually, he's going to cast Vicious Mockery, maybe, on it, and try to, on this guy. So he knows it's probably going to attack us pretty soon. So he rolls a Wisdom.
It's 16.
Yeah, that's right.
At least that's what the
16
roll
on here,
said.
and it's 15 on my D&D Beyond, but I think it's 16 on here because of some item that I like customized to have it be +1 on here.
I think I might have given you an item
Yeah.
What did that?
So it resists this. It is not gonna. It meets this DC.
What did Gen shout at it?
He would have shouted it psychically, so you wouldn't have heard.
Oh.
He can speak psychic. Don't know what he would have said. I don't know what he said though, even canon wise. This thing felt that intrusion, and it's gonna jump forward and attack. Trident's gonna attack once, twice. Both of those are gonna hit.
Uh-oh. About to be down a zombie.
It takes 9 points of damage.
Oof! Barely.
It rolled
By the skin of his
double one
teeth.
on one of those. So 9 piercing, and it is now, this creature's now grappled, zombie, and he's kind of like growling as he kind of digs his trident into its skin, and he's kind of upset it didn't kill it. And then it's your turn.
Oh, you poor thing. You're going to really regret that. And my zombies are going to attack him. Just gonna break off some, so there's one, that's one hit, 2 hits. Does 14 hit?
14, so many tabs open. 14 does not hit. Narrow.
Okay. Okay, so 2 hit. So he takes 2d6 plus 10.
Yeah, you should probably just add a zombie attack to your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm going. I will. Yeah, I'll do that next round.
15. Okay, so they bludgeon him. He feels all of that, and he's still standing, but he is getting overwhelmed, and his scales are getting ripped away by these creatures. So.
Okay,
quite
Darcy's gonna toll the dead.
Okay, it's a wisdom.
Yep.
He's not gonna pass.
13.
That'll do it. That'll kill him narrowly. So you see him grab his head as these tolls ring throughout.
That's sweet,
his
sweet
brain.
Metallica riff.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna add some shit.
So this guy's going. Y'all all see this. So this is the leader that Aldrich you saw talking to the other ones. It like flourishes its trident again and just keeps attacking this one in front of it. Kind of robotically, almost unnaturally. Both of those are gonna hit. So you see this guy right here. The trident, he stabs him once in the torso, and then he raises it and stabs him right through the face with his trident, and this guy just falls back and dies, the smaller Kuotoa. And he drives the trident all the way to the ground and then like rakes it into the stone and just keeps digging.
Jeez.
Just remorselessly. And then it'd be your turn again, Dro/Babe.
So this spider's fucking dead, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like the fire dissipated, burned away. There's this charred corpse at your feet. And then there's 2 Kuotoa, and they're facing each other at this point. There's a smaller one, and then the larger one, and this larger one. Well, actually, I guess I just fucked up. This thing would no longer be under that effect if the spider was dead. So I'm about to retcon that. None of that happened. This thing is going to do something else. Sorry. This guy is still grappled by his friend, and he kind of like shakes his head, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he grabs the spear that's grappling him. Aldrich, you hear this speaking Undercommon. Tosses it aside, and he kind of looks around at everyone, collapsing in on him. He just saw his friend die over here, so he's going to move right here and attack this zombie in front of him. Only one of those is going to hit, but the hit that hits is going to hit really hard. Oh, damn. So that is 25 points of piercing damage as he flourishes this trident, and I guess what I just said and described is going to happen with this zombie. He drives it through its skull, flips it over the edge, and like slams it into the stone and starts digging it into the stone with rage in his eyes. So he just critted the shit out of your zombie.
That zombie's gone.
So then it would be your turn, Alejandro.
All right. I'll just attack the closest of these fish mofos.
Okay, so you're gonna move up, and then you can move right here or here and attack.
Would it like backbeat to me?
No, they're essentially both. Well, that one is facing you because it was like it saw you as a threat on the other side. It doesn't know like what you are or anything, so they're kind of back to back, all dealing with the situation.
I'll attack that guy.
I mean, you can just click your little attack icon thing in your character sheet, Warhammer, just so it rolls damage at the same time.
Dylan.
I'll give you both attacks though. So 22 and 20 both hit. 8 damage on the second one, which is a natural 1 on the dice, and roll damage on the first attack. Okay, 8 and 17. That's max damage and min damage. And this creature, you see, this is one that got freed and got bit on a little bit at the beginning. It is looking pretty fresh. So these hammers hit into it, but it's ready for him, and it is not close to dead or anything. But those definitely hurt really bad.
I guess that's it for me, Chief.
Okay. Yeah, you like almost knock it off its feet with the blast from those. And then it is going to come right back at you. Its turn is next, and it's going to attack you with its piercing staff and then a bite. So your AC is what?
12.
Okay, so you get hit with 1. The bite misses. You take 8 damage, 8 piercing, and then you're also grappled. So all that means is you have 0 movement speed until you break grapple.
Okay, so I take half of that because I have resistance.
Yeah, so you take 4, I guess. So this thing is going to go, and it gets a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn or at the end of your turn, Alex?
Alex, are you on mute?
Yep. It's at the end of each of its turns,
Okay,
and each
so
time it takes.
It continues to laugh. It does not break free of your hideous laughter. And its laughter only gets more and more hideous, and then it's your turn.
Okay. Damn it! I don't have a spell prepared. Okay. I'm Can I fire 1, 2, 3? Could I hit the nearest creature? You know, not the big ass thing with a firebolt from here. Like, would I have that ability, or am I kind of like too? Like, I have the range, but I get that it's probably like a
there's like jutting out kind of there, but I'll give it to you. It's not jutting out so much that you couldn't slip a firebolt by, especially with Root's eyes overhead.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Ooh.
That is going to miss. So that actually does ricochet off that jutting stone. Didn't quite get the calibration correctly.
I would like to use the lucky dice. I'm just gonna use 1.
To reroll that?
Yep.
Okay.
I forgot you had that.
I have it on both characters.
All min-maxers take it in like on every character because it's just so useful.
Yeah, it's really good.
So this hits. Fire damage rains down on him, but he's still standing. This one looks a little bit healthier than pretty much any of his other allies. Seemingly charmed for a bit by the spider-like creature, but he's shaking it off, and now he's defending his brethren. A second ago he was attacking. But yeah, 11 fire damage.
Okay, and then I want to move. I'm gonna just take like a step back, and then end my turn.
Okay.
It's not letting me select anything anymore.
You probably are on measurement or something. It doesn't let you select your token.
Oh, yeah. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yep. I'm going to take like just a little bit.
Alright, this guy's going to get on the other side of you, babe, and attack you with the pincer and attack you with the bite. Only the bite's going to hurt you. Ooh, and the bite does 6 damage. As he misses with his pincer, but gets closer and then pinces you down.
Is that halved?
Yeah.
Give me
and
the
let's see
raw.
all
Give me raw.
None of these are not halved. They're
Okay.
not doing anything that's like magic or anything.
Okay, so I'm dead.
I don't know how much health do you have. I haven't been keeping track.
Should
Have
have.
you?
You
I
should.
have
You should have. You have 59 health.
I have
Just
36 health left. I'm good. I'm
Okay.
Gucci.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can enter it on your token. If you like double click your token, you can put health in like the red one.
I'm gonna do it for him.
And then Aldridge, would be your turn.
My turn.
Oh, so you should have gotten disadvantage on those attacks, I realized. But it's fine, because you're poisoned.
Can he roll to shake off the poison?
No.
Is that guy still laughing?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. And the Kuatoa seem like they're turning on us.
Are you asking that?
Yeah, I don't know if I saw that explicitly.
Saw what?
This one? So that was the zombies killed that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Firebolt.
Darcy killed that one. But...
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess they're equivalent. In
It is
my
dead.
book.
If that was your question.
All right, I'm gonna firebolt this one.
That is not going to hit.
Ouch. Okay.
So
not
this
gonna do
one's a little
anything
bit more armored, a little bit bigger. It deflects that firebolt with its trident at the last second.
else. That's it. I don't got anything else bonus to do.
Okay. Gin's going to reposition here, and he's going to shoot at this one with Eldritch Blast. That is fucking good-ass damage. It's almost max on both.
God damn.
So he gets knocked back. Babe, you see this guy get hit with these two force, like, purple-like blasts, and he gets slammed into his ally right here, kind of right in front of you. And he is not looking good. That did a lot of damage. Again, kind of just, like, blows some magic dust off of his palm. I still got it. This guy's dead.
Magic
Starseed
Dust and
turn.
Edgelord is not a good mix.
I'm gonna pull the dead on the guy Jen just hit to start.
Okay.
Was Dan a
Wisdom.
flamboyant Edgelord?
He's not flamboyant, as you'll find out. Your DC is... what does this
16.
thing get? What does this thing get for its wisdom? This is going to be close. Yeah, it matches that.
Fuck.
Exactly.
Okay. Well,
These
Once
things are
again-
a little bit more wise than you'd expect. I thought it would be a +0.
once again, you might want to have failed that one.
It's going to be worse for you, Chief. It's going to be a little bit more painful. It's not just going to be
Yeah.
psychic tolling bells.
Yep. Gonna be some zombie attacks with flanking. One. Is that it?
That narrowly hits, yeah. And that is going to be enough.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
So yeah, they kind of all charge in on him, and he can't defend them fast enough with his trident, and he kind of dies like a bitch as these zombies shred into him.
Dies like a bitch.
He dies like a kind of overly gratuitous, like the Dawn of the Dead remake, where there's like zombies reaching into like his stomach and pulling out his entrails. He's like, ah, and he's like watching it happen. It's a little bit like too B-movie for you. You like kind of wish you trained
Yeah.
up the zombies a little bit better than to like do that kind of.
Dude, they
gratuitous
could
stuff.
shout the chopper in Tropic Thunder. Where she jumps everywhere.
Exactly. He's like holding it. He's like, oh, what is this?
He's like, ah!
What is this? And then it would be his turn, but he's dead.
He's dead.
But he's dead, so it's your turn.
But he's dead.
You just saw zombies eviscerate this Kuatoa trident wielder right in front of you, and the blood's like the red blood is pooling at kind of your legs.
You have flanking on both as Kuatoa now.
It's true.
So your attacks are with advantage, but also disadvantage, so they're just normal.
So what do you got?
I'm doing shit.
That's your turn, Chief.
I'm gonna attack, bro. I'm gonna attack, bro.
So both of them look pretty equally damaged.
Attack the closest one to me.
The one to your, I guess, your left, or my left. I don't know which way you're facing.
Stage left?
Both of those hit. And whichever one you're attacking, actually not whichever one you're going to attacking. You're attacking this one, right next to you. You beat this thing in within an inch of its life. It was bleeding from many wounds. You slam down your hammer, and it is down on one knee, barely alive.
Okay.
You get the feeling that it is one flick away,
Done.
and then this thing would go, and it is going to disengage and try to run away. So you can't opportunity attack it because it's using its movement to try to like go out of its way to run. I think it's about that far, and then this thing's going to go again and try to shake its laughter, and it is going to break it. So this is the end of its turn. You see it get up off of its all fours. It is no longer laughing. It shakes its head and looks at you, Bud, and roars.
Shit.
But its turn is over, so it's your turn.
It's Bud's turn, right?
Yep.
Sorry, I had to walk away. Did this thing come back?
Yeah, he stopped
Yeah,
laughing.
it just shook off its
Okay.
laughter just now.
Alright. I would like to. I'm just gonna firebolt it.
Okay. The bolt. Critty. Okay.
You'll love to see that.
That does pretty good damage. You can tell this thing, that singes its body, does good damage, and you can tell this thing's a little bit harder to hit. Its armor is a little bit thicker and stronger than you might expect from a natural type armor. But that obviously hits, and that does very good damage.
Okay. And then I would like to. I want to.
Unbelievable. I'm looking at that URL, and I already know what this is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Alright.
This is still
never
out
mind.
there.
I'll pass.
Okay.
It's in the ether. It's out there in the ether.
Oh my god. It's still loading. I can't. Oh my god. It's only 4 videos. There's 2 subscribers.
One's me. No, it's not. I unsubscribed. I was subscribed for a while. I don't know why it dropped me. I wouldn't. There's no reason to unsubscribe. That one has 2,500 views.
Yeah.
Shit.
I threw
Yeah,
down the
blow it up.
CD. Like the exaggerated leg kick.
Drop the link.
2,500 views. Is
Oh
so
shit!
much.
Someone said this is so fucking hilarious, and the timing was actually right.
The quality.
Yeah, people fucking
Jesus
loved
Christ,
it.
the quality.
Oh, he's so bad.
Wait, where did you link it at? In Discord?
I looked at roll
Dude,
20.
this looks horrible.
Yeah,
You can't use the
fucking
CD.
tell who it is.
The
only
CDs,
like
that
5
special
Fucking
effects.
Steven Vincent yelling in the
In the
background.
back- No, that's in another one, I think. I don't know if it's in like our masterpiece. Like those are real punches I'm throwing. That like Will's like catching and turning aside. That's why it looks real. Like it looks.
Yeah, we
yeah.
choreographed that fight. Like,
And that looks like my head actually hit the side. The throw could be better, but I mean you couldn't have expected like
This looks horrible.
It looks so bad. Cool Bros. Al Hunter commented Cool Bros 5 years ago.
That's me.
That's incredible.
My other real
How did you
account.
find that? How did you like? You're just compelled. Forces you
I,
on.
No,
I don't want to explain the thought process that led me to finding this.
It's so good.
It's like time is a
Damage on
flat
the stat.
circle, and we do this every 5 years.
We do.
okay?
We do.
I'm about to comment right now again with like a picture of me as a grown up.
The
So
fucking titles are good. Like, you didn't overplay it. Just a real fight scene. Real footage.
we use like YouTube
Good.
like clickbait
Good.
title shit.
It's
Like,
good.
that's what that was.
I like.
we literally did. We
put some,
were
like-
trying to. Yeah, we were trying to look up like how other.
Look at
got
the other one.
watched.
There's
Oh
no
yeah,
one
the
that
other
does
one, a
it.
guy called Brian Lightning 9 years ago called you retards.
That's probably a Dumby.
Retards, and then Mustafa aired him called you. It said wasted time, and then you can be me. You can call me baller. Said failures. Those are the 3 comments.
Oh my god! I knew some of the comments were bad. I remember reading some of the like, who would you
You should you got to comment now. Come defend yourself 9 years after the fact.
like? Who would
Retards.
comment on that video? Like, think about
In
the
all
people
caps.
commenting on.
Retards all caps by Brian Lightning.
Think about the people commenting on those videos. Like, what are they doing?
You got to defend yourself. Hop in here.
So terrible.
I put a reply
Look
to
at the
this guy.
CD catch. The
The
CD
catch
catch
is so good.
Dude, you overacted the out of the one that the dude put retards. You overacted the fuck out of the foot thing.
The leg.
It looks like you're having a fucking seizure. Look, go watch that
I
one.
can't fucking hear it. I don't know why. Like, I can't hear the volume.
That was recorded on like my shitty ass phone from like.
I can't
God knows
fucking
why.
hear it. All I
The
can hear is
ping,
just like
the ping pong table slam in the 4th one is perfectly executed.
It is.
This is fucking horrible.
I don't
I'm
regret.
glad
I
it's
don't.
still
I don't
out
regret that even a little bit.
I'm glad it's
No.
still out there.
I'm gonna comment retards right now. I'm gonna drop a retards in there.
Why the fuck can I
So I
hear
finished killing. The reason that what led me to that was that I thought this monster we're fighting looks like Click Slither, but for fish people
Oh yeah.
instead of goblins.
look
And
like
I was
Click
like,
Slither.
oh yeah. I was like, that was like a god tier damage on the stat card, and then I was like, oh shit, DMG on the stack.
Yeah. Click Slither was so good.
Fucking Sentry. That guy made my life. We gotta have like a reunion tour of it.
We remade the
10
video
years.
again.
10
my
years,
God,
yeah.
It'd be so. Remember we thought about doing like. I remember theorizing doing other videos of other scenes where Manhattan is like so some of the Manhattan scenes. I was like, I don't know how to recreate it. We don't have the special effects. Like we don't have the technology to do this.
Someone just
Yeah.
straight like naked,
Oh, we couldn't make the
like,
blue
naked and
penis.
blue.
Remember we thought about doing Watchmen like cosplay, and Alex found a bunch of like fail
Yeah,
cosplay.
we found everything. They're still on my phone. I see if I
So
scroll
bad.
back too far, I see them.
Some of them were so bad. It's just like people that are like pudgy in like comedian suits that like, or they have like a T-shirt on their face with the Rorschach like marker on it. Oh my god!
Here, dog. I'm in here. I see it all.
Wow.
I'm dropping the link.
So
Dropping the link.
I'm not looking. I'm not clicking on that for sure. Not clicking on that.
It's just the quality is just incredible. Like I can count pixels on my screen.
Oh yeah.
This
Ridiculous.
okay.
It's only 9 years.
This is
Yeah.
the worst looking comedian I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Oh
Just
my god.
that perfect Manhattan in like this.
Oh my
suit.
god.
Oh my god.
It's the worst thing ever. Look at that comedian. He looks like fucking a fat ass Pablo Escobar.
Oh my god. You can see the bulge very clearly on the night owl.
Oh my god.
It's a devastating bulge.
It's like,
This is devastating. It's his whole ass dick. What the fuck?
This is tough. I gotta get out of here.
Oh, that comedian is real bad.
He's doing his best.
I like it.
This is awful. What happened if we would
I
have done
want
it?
to see. I want to see the low budget.
That video has at least like, or at most like 20 pixels. Like,
Yeah, it's so
it's so hard to see.
ridiculous.
It's like I didn't even notice that whenever we
Yeah.
like posted it the first
No, it
time.
looked great
This
back
is
in
a
the day,
normal video, yeah.
I think like whenever I recorded it, my camera was like top. I mean, like the phone camera was like top of the line.
Isn't your big dick about like a 2008 phone?
Yeah. Well, we were trying to decide whose phone to use. And I think like mine was like had a decent camera. I don't even know what I had back then.
Oh, you're right.
Like a
They're all like
Samsung
Verizon
3.
chocolates and shit.
That's what it was.
Meth head comedian. Another fucking night owl. That's just straight showing his dick. What the fuck?
I don't think he's not known for that.
Okay,
We have 3 subscribers as well. So good.
I'm not
Me.
looking at any more of these. The
You don't want to see more night owl dicks?
the Kuotoa with the pincer spear that's next to you, the smaller one.
Yeah, we're still playing D&D.
That's pretty damaged. It's right next to you, babe. It like drops its spear. It puts up its hands to you. It like looks over the zombies, but then looks back to you as like kind of someone it can reason with. And it starts speaking. What languages do you speak? A dwarf probably doesn't speak Undercommon, but he might.
No, common and dwarvish. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So you see this thing put up its hands, and it's like, and it's like shaking its hands, clearly like surrendering to you, but you can't understand necessarily what it's saying. But Aldrich, you hear it screaming from the other side and saying, "Please, spare me! I don't kill me! I can help you! I can help you! I can please just give me a chance!" And then Aldrich, it's your turn. So you have the only threats left are this guy that just is pleading his case with Babe, the one that's running away. You saw run into the darkness. It's kind of limping away, barely even alive. And then this Click Slither back behind you.
This one said keep him alive.
Yeah, that's the one. He's like putting his. He sees he's like cornered by zombies and this dwarf that has a bunch of blood all over his warhammer. And you heard it just say those things.
All right, I'm gonna attack the slither in the back. I'm just gonna firebolt. Working
Okay.
for me. Shit, was on my character sheet.
Whoop! Scoopy whoop!
That is gonna miss. That block. It just hits the ground right before it as you're shooting up this raised distance and kind of a narrow shot. Misses.
Scoopy whoop!
I'm also gonna like move a little bit. I don't want it to be coming after me.
Gin is going to Vicious Mockery this creature. He's going more defensive with this, knowing that this thing isn't that damaged. Oh, that's a natural 1. So it's going to take full damage. It gets disadvantage on its next attack. Takes 5. And Darcy, it's your turn.
Shit. My throat.
Alright.
This Thunder Blazers game.
Is it on tonight? Yeah, so you can see this Kuatoa kind of just trying to surrender to the dwarf over there as your zombies are bearing down on his back.
Westbrook's blowing up.
Okay. Does he look like he's gonna take a swing at one of my zombies if they walk away?
He actually dropped his spear to the ground at his feet.
Okay. My zombie's gonna reposition to deal with this. What looks like a more serious threat.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the Astros like scoring summary right now. You love to see all the people that made these hits. Altuve, Bregman, Altuve, Correa doubled, Gurriel doubled, Springer doubled. So many extra base hits.
Fuck the Rangers.
110 games?
Verlander just cooked them.
130.
Wins.
I'm just gonna toll the dead on
Ever.
this thing.
Okay. Rolls a wisdom.
Great.
It rolls a natural 1 again. It just rolled back-to-back natural 1s on Vicious Mockery and Toll the Dead.
God damn, that's a
Damage.
shitty roll.
So this thing is not looking too hot. As it gets racked with more psychic damage and then necrotic damage.
What the hell?
And then Dro, it'd be your turn.
This one's ever is only 116? That other one ran away, right? The one that was almost dead?
It is, well, it's that far away from you. And then there's the one in front of you that's like surrendering. So that one was able to move about 30 feet north of you, back the way you came, limping away. And then
So, the one that's like babbling, since I can't understand it, and I'm threatened by it, I'm just gonna fucking try to bash its head in.
okay, y'all could take a reaction to try to like stop him, obviously, but you don't have to. Like Aldridge, I guess, would be the one because he actually heard what it said.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
Gin's not paying attention, doesn't care either.
This is before Vape attacks. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
convey that. Convey that and say like, this guy says he can help us. Maybe we should keep him alive.
So I just want him to shut up.
I'll
John,
I tell him to stop talking.
The attacks have been rolled.
Well, I'm saying he's getting this in, and then you'd have a choice to make whether or not
Okay.
you want to complete this attack, because he would convey this information as a free action.
I don't give a shit what John just said.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know us, so I guess he's gonna
Yeah.
do what he wants.
Okay.
Yeah, he is a raging dwarf.
So this is going to splatter its head. It kills it relatively easier as its eyes kind of light up at the last second as it realized it wasn't communicating with you at all.
That's it for me, Chief.
Well, actually, the first attack would have killed him. So the second
Okay.
attack, you
Alright,
still...
so I
taken
bash
it
his
out.
head in, and then I guess I can't move, can I? Can I move
Yeah, you can move before or after attacks.
between the attacks?
Alright, so you're going to
This
chase
is-
this one down. And yeah, I can give you that attack on it. So it's like limping away, it sees you running after it, and it's like babbles something at the last second, and you kind of sweep your hammer across its legs and just easily obliterate it, kill it. It's kind of just out of energy, and it just falls and starts bleeding all over the
I
ground.
hate Curry was doing that golf shit there, no Durant.
Curry's doing that wild shit where like Durant's like just doesn't care. He's just going to
And then I shimmied afterwards.
I saw some bad takes about Harden shimmy on Twitter where people were mad.
I was gonna send you the video because I know you're the PTI guy.
Yeah.
Fucking Kornheiser
Kornheiser
was
was
just
going
like,
in.
it makes me want to punch him in the teeth. It's like Michael Jordan played the game well. It was like MJ fucking like ended people's careers just by like
Just
talking
talking.
shit to them.
Yeah.
Like shut the fuck up, Kornheiser.
Yeah. Kornheiser always had
What
like
the fuck?
problematic takes, and he's like sexually harassed people. He almost got fired. Or I don't know if he sexually harassed people. He was more so like he said some like questionable things about like other women people. But I don't know. He's garbage.
He's like Anchorman talking. Like
Yeah, it's like why don't you not wear a bra next time? Or whatever. Yeah, and then Wilbon.
Kornheiser.
Wilbon's pretty good for the most part.
Did you see the thing that like apparently Kellerman like farted in the middle of first take?
Kellerman
He's just,
always
like,
looks like he's
talking.
scared. Kellerman like
I need
always
to
looks
find the
scared.
video. I need to find the video of fucking Kellerman farting. And, like,
Westbrook had a vicious block on Lillard.
he like the next day he called into like Limitard show, and then they like asked him like someone passed gas on the set of first take, and then he was like, well I'll tell you something, it wasn't me. And then it was just like, what the fuck. He's like denying farting on someone's radio
You gotta
show.
own that shit. It's like good for your brand probably.
Stephen A is like just going insane the whole time. He's like, oh! And it's like,
Did he not hear it? Did Stephen A not hear
he
it?
was so deep in like his rant that he like
Yeah.
the fart
He
didn't
blacked
phase
out.
him.
He was raging. Like he blacked it out.
It's like me. I don't care. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, so you're done. The scythe-like creature is gonna run towards you, bud. It sees both pathways, and it sees a bunch of zombies and a warlock and a pink-haired person that looks angry at it, and it just took some damage from that direction. And it's gonna go towards the weaker target, and it's gonna go after you. It's gonna attack you twice. The first attack is gonna get this, and it's gonna miss narrowly. What is your AC with a mage armor? It's like 15.
15.
Yeah, it's gonna miss. And then the second attack. Second attack is gonna narrowly hit,
I don't believe you.
and it's gonna do 6 damage slashing. So it just brings its huge stabby arm upon you.
Okay. 6.
And then it's got a lot of movement. So it moved a little bit. It's gonna immediately start burrowing. It's gonna start trying to get away, going this way. And you're gonna attack of opportunity with your staff. So it's able to burrow a little bit through the wall right here.
Mm-hmm. So I only get, it's just,
You get your staff attack on it, which is your dexterity modifier, I'm assuming, or your strength, whatever one you have higher.
say that again, it like cut out.
It would be your dexterity modifier to attack with the staff, or your
Right, no,
strength,
yeah,
whatever's
what I'm
higher.
saying is like the attack of opportunity is just, I can only use like my staff.
Yeah, you can only use like a melee weapon.
Right, okay. Should have it? No, I don't. Okay, it's +2. 20. Ooh,
That is going to miss. So you hit stone at its feet as it starts to burrow away. It only gets a little, it doesn't get that far because it's digging
Okay.
through straight stone, but you see its scythe arms just working, stabbing through the stone like flesh almost, pretty easily. And then it's your turn next.
okay. So is it like in there? Or,
It's like burrowing, but it's leaving like a trail of like broken sediment in its path. You can still like see it doing this. It's still
okay.
targetable.
But it is, okay. I mean, can I want to cast Flaming Sphere.
I would say Flaming Sphere, like you do know, that this thing is like, it's gotten hit pretty hard by
It's
you
almost
and
dead.
for the
Okay.
people. It's
Yeah,
not-
that's what I was about to
It
ask.
doesn't have a ton of life left. It's like you can see
Okay.
flakes of its
I'm gonna-
armored body falling off.
I'm going to Firebolt it.
You can tell it's kind of frantic with its movements anyways. It looked both ways and then went after you because you were weaker and it was trying to escape.
Okay. I'm going to Fire.
That is going to kill it.
Okay.
So you, it's digging away frantically. You shoot a firebolt into this like active dig zone, and it hits it in its back, and you see its arms stop moving, and it just collapses, and all the stone it was creating, not quite fully dug through, falls upon it, and it just buries itself right here in the stone.
Noise.
So that is the end of all the threats in the immediate area.
Out of combat?
Yep, end of all the threats in the immediate area. So that means
Where did Alejandro go? Or where did Babe move up to? Why is he so far that way? He just chased the guy that was trying to run?
yeah, he chased the
Right.
final one down and like was able to hammer it into the wall, killing it.
You were all very annoyed by it.
So yeah, y'all are now y'all are all now surrounded by the fallen bodies of these Kuatoa, two giant monstrous spider-like creatures, one that had webbing underneath this stone bridge, the other one that was able to dig through the wall and kind of ambush y'all. There's this remains of this fire burning, providing light into the area, and you see a dwarf, kind of shirtless, absolutely shredded, with a huge beard, and a golden, kind of intricately carved hammer, kind of huffing and puffing as he stands over the body of one of his slain foes. He turns to face the party. I guess whoever approached him first.
Darcy would approach him.
Again would come
Hey.
as well.
What are you doing in this terrible place?
It's like I'm fucking running away from this Cthulhu ass shit in here.
I don't know what that means.
Gin's ears perk up. He's like, "What did you just say?
It's like I know what he's talking about.
Fucking Cthulhu's over there." Yeah, he'd be like, So yeah, I mean, what your character knows is
Oh, I know.
you're kind of like traveling out
Give me the Lord
in the wilds, and you just remember being hit by more enemies than you could take, and you were kind of beaten into unconsciousness by, I mean, what looked like just cell swords of some kind. You didn't see any fish people, the things you just obviously fought and killed. But you're overtaken by humanoid figures, unconsciously carried through this cavern. So you do remember, like, kind of in a dreamy state, getting carried through this cavern. And then the next time you woke up and were conscious, you were within kind of this steel structure still within the cavern. Once you found out and you broke free of your shackles, you ran out like kind of the front door of this place, realized you were in this huge chamber, huge inner cavern, that the ceiling went way higher than the area y'all are in right now, kind of from where you just ran. And then you ran for like 20-30 minutes straight. It felt like winding through the cavern. You encountered some of this bulbous plant life, encountered some the Kuatoas on the way, killed them, and then you ran into this scene that just played out. So all you remember is you got captured, you were in some like structure within the cavern, and then you escaped without thinking because you were just on instinct mode.
I give them the cliff notes of that.
Yeah.
That
So
I
y'all
just
know
fucking
all
ended
that.
up here. All right, I'm gonna ask. Where
And you
where,
did
where
see-
Doll come from?
I said earlier you did see there was like a dark elf-like woman, but she almost appeared. This is like you saw us in a dreamy state. She didn't get a full recognition, but it almost looked like it was a dark elf woman, but she had like her body was very awkwardly put together, and it looked like she wasn't all humanoid. I mean, it looked like a dark elf, and she was like the person that kind of was overseeing the structure you were in. Just you could implicitly tell. So that's the only like face you remember, other than like the Kuatoa fish.
I'll tell them that there's some weird ass looking lady out there. Looks like this little weird ass motherfucker. Point at John.
Well, she
What?
looks more like Gin. Gin the dark elf.
Weird looking, like it doesn't make sense. That's what I'm explaining.
Yeah. He looks like this motherfucker, and like Aldrich is like, me?
I keep pointing at John and just being like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Gin's like, hey, slow your roll. This is our friend. We just helped you.
I can't help the way I look.
It's like, get the fuck over yourself, you little edgelord wannabe.
What the
Don't
fuck
get-
is what is wrong with you? You're just coming out swinging.
Look, I'm RPing.
We appreciate. I know this is Gin. No, this is Gin saying this. It's like we appreciate you swinging that hammer, but you need to stop swinging those verbal attacks upon us. I think we're on the same team here. I
That
think.
sounds sexually loaded.
Gin just actually chuckles. He's like, it's actually like, Jesus, what are you, a barbarian? You barbaric person? Is that your profession?
Alright, whatever. I'm trying to get back. I was like, what are y'all
Can I
doing?
try to hold your hammer,
Get away from me.
please?
Can I have your eyes?
It's like a joke.
Tell me about Cthulhu. Everybody's just like crowding around you.
I'm gonna cast animate dead and make 2 more zombies.
Okay, are you gonna use the? Well, you have several corpses to choose from. You got spider-like creature, you got digging creature, you got a couple more Kuatoas.
Am I allowed to make the spider-like creature one?
So I'm gonna no, it would be a zombie,
I don't
but it
think
would
so.
be of the parts of the spider. So you would make like a humanoid, like it's almost like you're taking the parts and using the spare parts of this creature to like craft a humanoid version of that creature. So it's still have
That's all right. I'm just gonna make more fish
It'd be for
zombies.
flavor. So the flavor, yeah, it's just a flavor of like what you want it to look like. Okay, so yeah, you do that. You can copy your fish guys. I would say. Are you allowed to copy? I don't know. Maybe you can't.
I don't think I can.
So you say you're making 2 more?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll make. So Gin would say, kind of as we're like grouping around here, it's like, we saw you coming from. You said you escaped from that direction. You're coming out trying to escape. Well, we're going in. This this cavern, wherever it leads, it's the source of some godlike power that we have a map that leads to such locations, and we're coming here to investigate it and hopefully reap the rewards of whatever godlike entity or whatever deity resides here, its source of power. So that's what brings us here. Looks like you were taken against your will. What are your intentions now?
Just trying to get out of here.
Well, if you wish to escape, you can come. You can go back the way we just came from. There, we probably take another half hour, maybe more, to get out fully. But we have found a passage in, which would be a passage out as well, obviously.
I'll just leave. Character just did nothing.
Rolling another character.
He's like, you gotta run into someone else like later.
Yeah, you see another person in a Left 4 Dead closet, and just like, I'm here to help.
Any reason to stay?
Gin would just say like,
Really use
strengthen numbers if you wish to join us.
Swing that hammer some more, bud. You can stay.
If you want to continue swinging that hammer against these foul creatures, then we would welcome you into our midst.
Find out what got me, why I was down here anyway. There we go.
Yeah.
Go.
It's an odd circumstance. Looks like you were brought here by beings other than these fish people. And although these creatures are not very smart, they appear to be more organized than I've ever seen them or know them to be. Also, Aldridge, would you have conveyed the things that you heard around the campfire? Do you remember what you heard?
No, not specifically.
Does
It
anyone?
was a long time ago.
Does anyone? It was
Yeah.
very salient information. It was the fact that they said several things, the points of interest. They were plotting a revolt because they felt like their lives were forfeit because they weren't useful anymore because the ritual, or the excavation had been completed. And that they thought they might be able to use, he pointed to like his wand, because they all have wands, as we discovered earlier, for something other than what they were using for it before. And that could be the key to them revolting, and then one of them warned against Sifa. If she finds out, the walls have ears, she's going to torture you and kill you, you have to be careful. And the other one's like, we're going to be committed. I acted the shit out of that, and I'm upset no one remembers.
I remember.
I remember the wand part.
So Aldridge, yeah. So if you conveyed that, that would be
Yes.
information everybody could work
Word
with.
for
as well.
word.
Everybody could
Aldrich
work with that as
remembers,
well.
John doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey Dylan, I don't have control over my new fish friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta give it. Forgot. So that's all information everybody could work with as well. Oh shit, I just fucked up. I said represents Darcy. It's not true. I just want to give you control of it. Alright, you should have control of
Yep.
both of them now.
Yep.
So yeah, Gin would just comment on the fact that these creatures appear a little bit more intelligent than you would normally find them, and a little bit more better organized, but he kind of looks at the bodies about in the zombified versions that Darcy just raised. She's like, or he's like, but not so powerful.
All right, well, let's get going.
So, were there more wands on the dead bodies?
Yeah,
After them
they
bringing
all
that
have
up,
wands.
I definitely would take a wand.
That's
Although
a
we don't
wonderful-
really know what they do, right?
So I didn't tell anyone that my name is Babe because I'm ashamed of it.
That's a big RP
Okay.
point with your character.
Hey, I don't think I caught your name. What was it?
because my name's Babe.
You
Your
could
name's
just
Babe?
lie to us. No one never knows.
No, I'm a straight shooter.
Okay. Babe. That's an interesting name.
Cool. My name's.
It's like, all right, whatever. I just grunt because I don't actually care what the names are.
My name's Ben, and I'm here to entertain you.
I'm about to watch that right now.
Okay, so we're gonna go
Add
north.
me to the pack, bro. I don't want to keep moving my shit.
No, you gotta move your character. That's like the one job you have.
This is my pack. I move my zombies and me.
Yeah. So,
To the pack.
this is gonna be interesting. So,
I'll
if
let
we-
you play with the hammer.
What are you talking about?
is that a sexual reference?
No, I'm not trying to smash anyone.
It's good.
Smash
it's good to
shit's
hear.
heads.
Either in either sense of the term you're using smash, that's good. So we're going up this northern passage. Everyone's in board. Have to blast off to the next area. So we start going down the path that Babe is familiar with, but he doesn't necessarily remember all the finer points of it because he was sprinting away from an enemy. So we continue down. This is kind of like a singular winding path that goes lower into the earth and then raises up, but then goes lower and is kind of winding around. Kind of rough terrain at points, but we get through and it takes a little while. It's like another 10 minutes of like steady walking. You could stealth through it if you wanted. It would take a little bit longer. But essentially we open up into kind of a wider passage in the cavern, and the ceiling raises, and we kind of, as we approach this opening, we note it because it is very, very well lit with bluish green light. And this is where we are now. I just copied everyone's characters, so your characters are now doubled in the world. You all have tethered, and they're going to hunt you forever.
Oh, good.
Yep. That's lore. So, as I said, we now open up into this, and you see all this fungi on the sides. This is kind of a raised platform, and then it opens up into this wide, kind of like atrium-like natural cavern, but you see kind of starkly positioned in front of us this huge silver, like chrome dome-like structure. And Babe, you would recognize this as this is the same structure that you frantically ran out of in a haste. And let me see, make sure this like reveals right, because there's a lot of crazy ass GM layer stuff going on right here. So can y'all see the edge of like some steel like structure right here, or is that nothing visible right here?
Yeah, we can see it.
You can see that? Okay.
Is that Frieza ship? Nope.
That's the Epcot ball.
That's all canon. So yeah, this like this is raised up so you can see a pretty wide view of the area. Yeah, you see all of this. As y'all move, you could see more. Around the corner, Darcy, you would see as you approach there. And this would cause you to kind of maybe stop. You see a pool with a ton of figures in it, which I think are all in GM layer.
See everything.
I can see everything.
Bitch has been broken.
You have two characters.
Me now.
Yeah, we got copied.
No, I copied y'all, but one of your tokens should stay behind. So I'm gonna move this one back.
Babe and Babe Boy. I like it.
Together. In the mines.
And you see these creatures kind of in the water over here, swimming around, and they're just kind of being leisurely like. They don't notice you. Y'all could roll stealths as you walk into the chamber and through this bluish fungi light. And all of us right now, as we're standing amidst this passage in the cavern where all this fungi is emitting this light that's arcing all around us, we all have +1 intelligence while we're standing here. So that's kind
Hey,
of what
Babe,
these
why are you
creatures look like.
shuffling around so much? You okay?
Trying to get in there, bro.
Okay. You seem a little anxious.
Again, didn't fuck up so bad this time.
No, didn't mean to roll advantage. Darcy is not very stealthy right now.
Yeah, we remain well hidden. These creatures look busy with just like They're all moving independently, just swimming around. Some of them are just on the edge of the pool, sitting, and it's far enough away and in the darkness, other than this natural light, that they don't take notice of us as we're sneaking up on this platform. These stairs leading down. Yeah. So how do y'all proceed?
Are they like within earshot of us?
Yeah, if you called out, they'd be able to hear you. I mean, it's like further down and away to the left. This is like a huge area, but they're within earshot, I would say.
I could do an illusion of some kind. Or I can Misty Step into the middle of them and Thunderwave. And die.
Now that would be a hell of a trick, Gin says.
There's kind of a lot of them. I don't know if we want to fight them.
I'm trying to get in there, bro.
Do we just want to
We
go
do
around?
have Babe now.
Because I can use
I ain't scared. I'm trying to get in there, bro. Say
I
it just like
can
that. Say it just like that.
potentially.
Babe, are you trying to get in there?
I'm trying to get in there, bro. Crack some skulls.
I mean, honestly, the man speaks some wisdom, but...
Did we heal?
So you wouldn't have any potions on you, I'd say. You're just naked with your armor, with your hammer. You
Hanging
probably
right
have
out
like a
here.
loincloth, but your sack is hanging around.
Sack is out.
Your sack is
Sack
out.
is out.
And like Gen's seen it, and he's like tried to like avoid looking back at it. But we have potions on us.
The
We
sack
have...
beguiles.
Aldrich is actually an alchemist, and he's able to make potions. But we have normal, just like... I'll say we have... Yeah, we have 4...
Do you have a potion to shrink my sack?
healing potion. Just shrink it?
Yeah, I don't want it hanging out the loincloth.
Aldrich, did you fashion such a potion?
I
I have a spell called
bag.
Frostbite.
And no.
Just freeze my nuts off.
Yeah. I mean, it would shrink them for a while, or it'll freeze them off.
They're actually not. They're actually just baseballs, and Babe is actually.
Nuts on.
He's hiding the fact that he's smooth down there like ET.
I got truck nuts. They're like golden.
He's got truck nuts.
Or
under
use
his
mage hand on your
loincloth.
nut.
They're
Gen's
like
like,
very blatantly like truck nuts.
oh my god.
God.
This is
Do they
lore.
clink whenever you walk?
Wait, they hit my hammer. Wow. Don't hit like the handle in the heat of combat.
That
It's
sounds
all
terrible.
real and true.
Yeah, I don't have any potions that help
It's
with that.
real
Sorry,
and
bud.
it's true.
Alright, well I'm trying to get in there and bash some
Do we want to get by? Like, do we want to try to?
No.
I don't know. Well, I mean, what are we gonna do? I can fly in
So
there.
Gen and Babe want to get in there and fuck him up.
I do, but my only concern is, and he like looks at the big dome. What the fuck's in there? Clearly, there's some more intelligent. Is by Babe's tale, there's a dark elf in there. Probably
Damn it.
leader of this operation of some kind.
I keep fucking forgetting about this cloak I'm wearing. Fucker.
Oh yeah, I gave you like a fucking really powerful item.
I know, and I keep fucking forgetting about it. Okay, I need to remember.
Completely forgot about that.
And I also have advantage on all stealth checks because of my boots that I took off of Dro's dead body. I think. I don't
Does this
remember how I
carry
got
over?
them. The boots of Elvenkind. I don't know how I
Those
got
are my
them.
Yeezys.
Oh, like you rolled like a good investigation check, I think, on a thug, and he happened to have it.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about
Thug?
that too. Every
That's
time we
racist.
roll stealth.
You
Where did
motherfuckers is racist.
Nah.
Alright, what are we doing?
Hmm.
Can I use... Man, I don't want to use that. Detect magic shouldn't be a spell slot. Really shouldn't.
How much longer do you want to play for?
I probably gotta go to bed soon.
I was
So
trying
it's
to go
like,
out.
well,
Trying to go out. It's early, John. Go out.
trying to wow out.
Being a bitch.
That's why we gotta call it so we can go out.
Gin would say that he's got some pretty good AoE attacks that if we catch these things by surprise, and in addition to other attacks, we might be able to make short work of them if things go well. Deal with the dome after, or we try to sneak into the dome first. Deal with whatever's in there. Perhaps we can be diplomatic, but if we start fighting in there, dome gets surrounded. I don't know. Either way, there's risks.
I'm fine either way. Yeah, if you think we can take out all of them at once, I'm down.
Yeah, Gin's
I don't
just
have
thinking through his spells right now.
Oh yeah, you have the illustrious grasp, that gauntlet, Alex. It lets you cast mirror image once per short rest for free.
Wait, what the fuck? What? That's something else. I remember that. But I
Yeah,
don't
no,
have-
yeah, I gave you this gauntlet.
Oh shit! Why don't I have? Because I know in my inventory I have a cloak of displacement, which projection illusion that makes me, or projection illusion that makes you appear standing in a place near to your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take damage, then you lose it until the end of the next turn. Just like I haven't used that one time. Like I haven't remembered.
I gave you this gauntlet.
Oh my god.
And it's extremely
It's like a
powerful. And
ridiculous
you should-
illusion.
you should
homebrew
100%
item.
use it.
Yeah, I need to add it to my. Here, let me add it right now. I know I put it somewhere. But I
Definitely
can't
should have added.
Oh
it.
yeah, literally all of your damaging spells do additional 1d4 psychic.
Oh Christ!
You've been fucking up, Chief.
Good thing we haven't struggled.
You just the lore of that is this gauntlet. You just kind of forgot to like meditate over it for like 10 minutes this morning, and so it hasn't been really in effect until now. Whenever you think about it,
Okay.
so this would definitely require attunement. You just like forgot to put the finishing touches on your attunement this morning.
Yeah, this is like there was like a gauntlet that was meant for like that illusion mage, the Night Fox, and it was going to her, and Argyros intercepted it and he gave it to you because he knew you were an illusion mage.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, it may be broken because I made it myself.
Yep, all homebrew items have run the risk of that, but they also, because of that nature, they run the risk of also just being adjusted by the DM, depending
Yeah.
on how ridiculous they get.
Is there any check on the DM's power?
Oh yeah, once you
There's
hit
not, Chief.
once you hit 7, you can cast Phantom Steed, and the casting time is reduced to instantaneous.
See,
Yeah,
my
right.
philosophy is, for the most part, it would take a lot. It would just take something blatant for me to like change the text on that item. The way that I would adjust is just to make the world around you more difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. That's the way I'd prefer to do it,
Oh my
rather than
God.
taking away an item or taking
So
away parts.
7
of an
through
item.
13. Cast. Holy shit! There's a lot of things here.
Greater invisibility, very powerful.
What?
Greater invisibility is
spell
like
You only have access to the first tier right now, though, because we're only level 6.
very-
but-
Right.
Uh,
I'm happy with it. I'm glad that you remembered that I was wearing this gauntlet, and my cloak. I just need to like remember my abilities, my items.
Just yeah. I mean, this one you should obviously remember, but
Yep.
I usually create custom items in D&D Beyond, and just paste whatever the description is that Dylan gives me.
Okay.
In.
Wait, what the fuck? No, I do have it. No, it is in here. It's just like it auto goes to the bottom. Hold on. Can I change its? Yeah. I have it in here in D&D Beyond. It's just like down at the common item, so it's like at the bottom next to my water skin and torch instead of at the top.